let Trevor recap. Let's do a little. We could do a da-da, and then
I've got an opening written here and everything, but
Oh wow.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I had a couple of beers.
That's okay.
I'm drinking beer tonight, guys. I got some Blue Moon. Blue Moon is such a
Good.
RIT holdover.
Ooh. What's that?
Blue Moon?
Yeah, I feel like I learned about I learned about all drinking in college, so I
Okay,
guess
I
to
got
say that Blue Moon
I got
is...
my
What?
Man, this
Drinking
reminds me of
in
college. This alcohol here.
Have you ever
But
had this
Yingling,
vodka?
I also
Oh,
drink
this
a
really
lot of
brings me back
Yingling,
to
Paul.
being 18.
Paul, do you drink Yingling?
What?
Do you drink Yingling?
Not regularly, but I know what Yingling is. I don't know how I'd be drinking it in California, but if I was in Philadelphia, I'd have a Ying, yeah.
I assume that somebody would ship it out to you because it's that important to your lifestyle. I assume that somebody would ship it out to you.
Does it work
because-
that way, though?
Oh,
Did
It's
someone
much
record
like trying
me?
to
I heard
get
an echo.
people in
You're on live stream,
California.
remember?
Oh.
Immediately, Wolfowitz is like, this is being recorded to HoloNet. I'm gonna
I need to get in
Oh,
character.
that.
Excuse
Wow,
me.
you're already in Star Wars mindset, huh? You're already in
I'm
character.
excited for this.
HoloNet comes out before internet.
After our
So before we
adventure.
actually start the real game, but like on topic of the actual game, we're obviously we're in quarantine. All the kids are doing online training courses or whatever, and I'm like, there's holo recordings. So I'm like, why does Ness have to go back to a Jedi temple to learn from a master? Like, why can't they just pre-record
We
some
established
training
this,
videos
though, right?
and then he just like meditates by himself?
I think
Oh,
at, the
like,
end,
shit,
at the end
how
of
do
the
you
last
get it?
session, I asked about this, right? I was like, why don't the Jedi use guns? And they were like, oh, they're a bunch of old people who are stuck in their ways. They're like,
Also, like,
I
if you think about
called
it,
them
like,
the neckbeards of Star Wars, and some
some
people
of
took
the-
offense to that, but I think they understood where I was coming from.
They don't use GUIs, only command lines. Okay, like that's how it is.
Yeah.
Also, like trying to learn, like go learn, a martial art over Zoom is kind of less effective than go to an actual, school and go learn BJJ and do that.
Master class
This isn't
Jedi
a Zoom
training.
though. This is like basically like the holograms are like AR. Like basically
can't,
it's
like,
a
there's no
3D thing.
tactile- there's
First
no
of
I
all,
was gonna say,
second of all,
movement.
I've watched the movies. The level of Jedi training they give is like, here's a stupid riddle. Good luck.
Well, that's why you should watch Clone Wars.
Go
If you
balance on
watch
your
Clone
hand,
Wars,
Excuse
idiot.
me.
some of your answers,
Get zapped a lot by this little
I can't-
training droid.
you
whatever.
can't bring somebody
Figure it out,
into the
dog.
cave.
I can do that from the comfort of my own home.
Put on a
You
blindfold.
can't go to the
and
Dagon
fly a
cave
ship.
in your home, okay? You
I want
need
to
to
see
go
like a
experience
Massachusetts
that.
Institute of Technology commercial, but for like Jedi training
I
online.
want to
Get your
screenshot
Jedi
Trevor
vacation
right
fast
now.
and easy.
I know, poor Trevor. I feel bad.
He's just face bombing
No,
for the last
it's-
5 minutes.
It's good. I'm fine.
I
if you
feel
watch
like
Clone
we've
Wars,
warmed up
right?
as a group.
It's a little easier. Sean, don't give me that. Don't give me that.
I
right
tried
now.
an episode of it, and it was really, really bad.
We can take this offline and
Yeah,
we can bring
can
it
we
back.
just play the game? Can we play the game?
We can bring it back because every time we do this, we lose to a good 20
Yeah.
to 30
Yeah, yeah,
minutes.
You know, yeah,
You
it's
make a very
we're
good
talking to you
point,
for
yeah.
like 30 minutes, pretty much.
The first episode is rough. Like I'm not gonna defend
sure.
that.
That was your
episode
first
of Clone
mistake,
Wars.
Sean.
First season.
In
Watching
fairness,
the thing in
the
order.
first show
Oh,
of any show
silly
is
of
rough.
me. I should
would've
never
thought?
watch Star Wars in order.
Who would have thought? All right. So before we officially get started, first thing for this session, A1, reduce your strain threshold by 2. Everyone else, reduce your strain threshold by 1.
Damn.
Just put us on blast like right away.
Hey everyone, let's welcome back our #1 fan.
Alan!
I thought he was playing Dota. I thought
Dumb
he was too
Dota.
cool for
Oh,
it.
we don't talk shit about Alan on stream.
He's sitting in bot on. God, I forget the song. Whatever, Dota. Do you have to do a Destiny pool thing?
Yes, talk
that
about
was-
the
that was
whatever.
the next
Dota.
Dota, sick burn. Yes.
Everyone
Dota.
rolls for creating the Destiny pool.
I don't
Base
remember
Hunter.
what the
Was it
command
Base
is.
Hunter?
Yeah, I was going for
roll.
Base
Base
Hunter.
Hunter. Base Hunter, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it I'm
Base
sitting
Hunter,
in
yes.
bot in Ventrilo, or is it I'm sitting in Ventrilo farming bot?
I think it's sitting in
That was
Ventrilo
not-
farming bot.
I assume that that's the
think
case.
Yeah.
I did
I'm
not
sorry.
roll
Trevor said
correctly.
something that was actually important. Well,
We're rolling Destiny roll. Destiny.
Yeah, it's time to roll Destiny.
Time for him to get all the Destiny
dark
points
side.
again.
Yeah, I was gonna say the way this usually works out.
No, I thought two of us got
Whoa.
Wolfowitz
Look
and
at
It's
this.
not bad.
we got some light side ones. So
It's supposed to be more dark side than light side, for the record. That's what the
Yeah.
odds are.
I mean that's
Oh,
fine. But we got
Alan,
two
do you
ones.
wanna
dark
do you wanna
pits.
contribute tonight?
Alan, roll. Let's see it.
Roll them up. Is Alan in this channel?
He's
Oh,
on
he
the
is.
stream. But yeah, he is.
I'll bet he's idle. He's
He is, that's
chilling.
true. Well, we can move on without him for now. But if he wants to contribute a Destiny point or two, he can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So strain is reduced. Destiny pool is set. All right. I'll read our little opening here to get us started. Boy. Okay. Whew. Shake it out. Ord Cestus is saved. Upon returning to Coruscant, the crew finds themselves hailed as heroes of the Republic and earn a few days of peace and quiet. But out in the galaxy, other sinister forces move in the shadows. Mass disappearances are being reported across multiple worlds, and rumor has it Black Sun is to blame. But for what nefarious purpose, and to where are they going? Only the Vigos of Black Sun know for sure. So, upon your return to Coruscant, you are all hailed as heroes for the successful defense of Ord Cestus. In addition to the 2,000 credits that you get from Wolfowitz, the Republic awards all of you 1,000 in emergency pay. Surprise damages, if you will. So you are all 1,000 credits richer.
How much did Wolfowitz give us in the end?
Hold on. We're also getting a pizza party.
What? But is
No,
it
I'm just
from...
kidding. I'm just kidding. Y'all get 9,000 credits.
Okay.
Whoa.
What? we
in total?
overperformed. That was my budget. Yes.
All right. Now he has the power to do that.
It was my budget. I'm using it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what's all of our monies? We got 9.
So you all got 1,000 credits from the Republic for hazard pay, and that was separate from the amount that Wolfowitz set aside for you guys. But he went ahead and bumped up. His discretionary budget, and so you all are getting 9,000
on top of it?
to split amongst
9,000.
yourselves. Yeah.
Okay,
Each?
to split.
Yeah.
Okay, the split.
Not each. You guys
Excuse
get-
me. That's pretty fucking good.
I was just like,
You
if it was
guys get-
9,000 each, that's even
Yes.
better.
You guys get
I did not. That was the maximum of my budget. Okay. I went to the limit.
So is it also 1,000 in total? So like we're splitting 10,000?
You each got 1,000 directly from the Republic for hazard pay. Each individually got 1,000, and then 9,000 was the amount that Wolfowitz handed over for you guys to split amongst yourselves.
So we don't
So
have
I
to
don't- I-
include him on that.
You
I
are each,
don't think I get any of that money, right?
you get a lot provided for you, but we're going to say that they give you that hazard pay as well.
Okay, so I get 1,000. So,
Yeah.
just saying.
Okay.
But
So we're
keep
dividing the
any of that for
9,000
1,000.
between 4 people. So it's 2,250.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
22.
Yeah.
2250. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well,
Why not? I've got money.
45.25 is what I
And
have.
then how much
Alan, you didn't
goes
roll
to
your
Meredith?
Destiny point. I see you active in chat, but we need you to roll that Destiny point. Also, Alan, interpret hailed as heroes equals some administrators shakes your hand.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be a politician in this case.
Wolfowitz gets an actual medal out of it.
What?
But the rest of you
That's
just
cool.
kind of get like a thank you.
That makes sense.
Do I get like a Republic medal? Can I say I'm wearing an extra medal?
Yes, you can.
It's like give him a bonus on leadership check.
Yeah. What does that actually do?
Well, you can say you have a Republic medal, and it may give you a bonus or it may give you a setback depending on who you're talking to.
I mean, yeah, sure, right.
That makes
This
sense.
is why I keep a separate pair of clothes. I said that's a Republic Medal of Commendation, but I'm just going to assume that's what that is.
Yeah. Okay, so From here, you guys have a few days of R&R, so you can go ahead and restore your strain and your wound if you have any. Not beyond the lowered threshold for this session, to be clear. And the Republic also sees to the repairs for the ship. So if the ship has any remaining hull or strain damage, that is taken care of as well.
The only strain damage I incurred was, I think, 2 from doing an extra maneuver, but I listed the reason as tragedy from my dear ally being gunned down. Roger to the face.
Roger. Ooh, boy. You know, you spend all this time designing a threat, and then the thing that does all the damage is not that threat. Boy. Okay. So now I'm going to ask
Did
the
you get
scary
XP
question.
last time?
What? Yeah, you guys got a pretty sizable chunk of XP. Didn't I award?
I forgot to do anything with that.
Yeah.
I think I awarded 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I awarded.
Sizable.
Yeah, it's pretty substantial. You guys were.
It was
you
a
guys-
large chunk. Yeah.
Yes. You guys were
Thank
on Lord
you.
Cestus for like 3 nights, and there were like 6, 7 combat encounters, so it felt appropriate to award.
I have it in my log. 40 XP on 5/5/2020.
Yeah, and my 2 Jedi, you will have an opportunity this session to spend 30 XP to raise your Force rating. You can only do this now, though.
Okay.
Just so you guys are aware.
I did it.
Okay. From here on out, the only way that you guys can get your Force rating improved beyond 2 is through the talent trees for your various classes.
Okay, so I spent it was 30, right?
30, yep.
Okay, so I'm down to 35 XP.
Thank you for all that generous experience.
And so now I'll ask the scary question, which
Shopping?
is during your few days of R&R, what is it that you guys want to spend your time doing?
Oh, I'm crafting, baby.
Oh, I knew it. I knew that's where you
Oh,
picked up a
loader's
lot of
coming out,
scrap.
baby. The first thing that I want to do is the weird thing where I want to craft a precision instrument that makes me better at piloting.
Okay.
That sounds nifty.
It does. Specifically, it removes 2 setback die, which is just perfect. for what I
Just
want.
what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, for that -2 handling. Now, the only issue that I see with that, and I know we talked about this before, is I cannot imagine a thing that I could craft that would make piloting easier. To add flavor to this RP.
Sure. I mean, I was going to say I can imagine you designing some sort of like, I don't know, correcting assistant or something like that. Some sort of like path navigator, some sort of like automated piece that helps in some way.
It's blocks to help your non-existent legs reach the pedals.
Yeah, it's phone books that I can sit on so I can see over the dash.
You really just like rigged out the normal chair for the pilot seat so you can reach the buttons.
Yeah. But I'm going to spend 16 hours doing that for sure.
Okay, yeah, you're going to have definitely those 16 hours. I think there is still a role associated. I'm trying to. What's the name of the crafting PDF?
So that
Do you need
page that I
to
had been using is
Aria,
actually
do you need to
live
pee?
again, which is
Oh,
cool.
okay.
So I grabbed a much nicer PDF of it.
That's
A
good.
precision instrument is a hard mechanics
No
check.
motorcycle
Takes
pee?
16 hours.
Okay.
It only costs 150 materials, which feels kind of low, but
That makes sense, but the hard craft is I think the limiter is there. 'Cause I think hard is going to be 3 difficulty die. So you got to pass that first to find out if we successfully create your device.
lucky for me, when I made that comm link, I gave myself a -1 on my next crafting check, or -1 difficulty,
Good.
because that was the only thing that I could spend it on. So this should go pretty good.
Do I still have black market access?
When did you have black market access?
During character creation, I told Meg that she was allowed access to restricted items because of her backstory, kind of working with more criminal element people. I'm going to say black market access is a little hard to get here on Coruscant, but you definitely know people who could get you the stuff that you need. So if there is a restricted item you're interested in getting, there are some people. So you do not successfully craft that precision instrument on your first attempt.
It's not clear to me how that works. So, like, under each thing, there's spending results.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I can spend this failure to give it a negative trait.
Interesting. What are your options for the negative trait?
I can make it heavy, so it's 1+1 encumbrance. Which I assume would be on me, just to not on the ship, because that wouldn't be very balanced.
That wouldn't make any sense. No.
Delicate, GM may spend what is that? Disadvantage or whatever, or threat from any check to have it become damaged.
I like that.
Unpresentable, people aren't willing to pay as much for it. That's whatever. Fragile, if it would be damaged one step, it's damaged 2 steps instead. And I can't afford faulty.
Okay.
Do you want it to be delicate so that you can...
I do want it to be delicate. That's the one I like.
How did I know?
So yeah, you successfully make a piloting assistant tool, or books to reach the pedals. But they're very fragile books to reach the pedals. Or they're very delicately arranged.
Oh my god. It's like going to someone's like place and they have monitor stands, but really it's just like some books that they put under. And you're like, can't you afford a real? And you're like, it's fine, nothing will ever go wrong.
It's their algorithms book from college, always.
It's like, yeah, or like some soda cans, and you're like, this is not safe. There's no earthquakes in California.
Cheston, there's literally a meme about algorithm books holding up monitors.
Yeah, it's the butterfly book. Because nobody ever uses it once they take that class, and it costs like $120.
Oh god, which was the butterfly book?
Algorithms?
It's the algorithms book. Like, I think
Those were butterflies? I thought that was like a plant. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Whatever. Also, I'd argue the algorithms book is the actual useful one out of all the other courses I took, because in an interview, the only thing they ever ask you about is algorithms.
Data. It covers data.
Operating systems, multi-threading, like, you know, how do you make an AND gate? Like, they don't care about that.
Hey, Trevor.
Yes.
Are people into wanting and being motivated by death sticks?
There are certainly types of people who would do things for death sticks. Absolutely.
Okay. You can get a jet. Well, I could get a jetpack with the amount of money I have.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get it. I'm just saying I could.
Surprised to be sure.
Officer Wolfowitz, do you have access to, or discounted access to, like, military gear?
I have access to military gear. Like, gear that obviously people outside of the Republic don't have access to. I don't think I get a discount. Although I can flash my insignia or my medals, and maybe I can get a little preferential treatment. But that's a little TBD.
What is it that you want, A1?
So you're like restricted as means
I've got
legal.
what you need.
Not necessarily. Maybe heavy battle armor, I think, is listed as restricted because, like, it's usually considered military.
Right.
But also it's a Clone War, so I don't know. How restrictive is it in the universe we're playing in, the Senate?
That is something that, like, you could get a version of it from, like, a surplus store in Coruscant fairly easily. And it wouldn't have the... It's kind of like when, like, a police car is bought in an auction, you know? Like, you can tell it used to be a police car, but any, like, distinguishing markings have been removed.
And somebody was probably killed in it.
Yeah, that too. So you can find something like that would have the same stats. But what is the price of it normally?
More than I have by a lot. Like twice what I have. It's 5,000. So
Okay.
the thing that's like conflicting for me is
Fancy,
like
huh?
how many dead clone troopers have I walked past wearing heavy battle armor?
How many of you? I mean, how many of you looted?
It
I can
didn't seem
explain
right
that. I can explain
ethically.
it.
This is
So
why people don't
I'm eating
feel
like
it.
a frozen mango, but basically, you get a penalty if you wear clone armor because they're all specially fitted for the clones because they're all the same because they're clones. It's in the books. It's in the core books. That's why looting clone troopers don't help. You have to get your own custom fitted armor.
Huh. There you go.
Good canonical point.
And you can get that custom armor for 7,000 credits.
Yikes.
With negotiation, possibly lowering that price, but that would be what the markup is.
Wait, is
course.
their armor better than the heavy battle armor?
I don't know. I can take a look.
What about scavenged clone armor?
It would need to be
That's a good
modified.
question. Yeah, that's a good question.
Because like that is, I was just like flipping through, and that is a thing. It's not as good, obviously, but
you would definitely need to modify it before you could wear it if you were to find some clone armor and.
Unless your name is
Throw it on.
Jake but he's dead. So
Fortunately, you know a droid that's pretty handy at crafting and modifying.
Hey Nick, can we modify our sabers?
lightsabers, yes, you can buy some cool stuff. I was just looking it up. In Rise of the Separatists, at least, there's like different things you can get to modify your sabers. They all cost a lot of money.
Wait, do I look at Forces of Destiny or no?
I was looking at Rise of the Separatists.
Yeah, that would be the more appropriate one for our system.
I don't think I have that.
I think I uploaded it at some point to the
it
giant
is there somewhere.
communal thing. So the scavenged clone armor would be 2,000 credits. It gives you 2 soak, but it doesn't have any defense value.
I spent all my experience on talents. One of
Okay.
which I think is important to note. I took. Wait, what is it called? Sorry. Took Galaxy Mapper, which pretty much just makes me better at navigation checks. But the other one is Careful Planning, which once per session I can introduce a fact per session as if one destiny point had been spent.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So I guess I get to state some sort of condition or
Interesting.
like part of the narrative. I don't know exactly how that works, but I thought I would bring it up because I feel like it's a
Yeah,
point
so
of discussion.
Destiny points do allow you to like sort of manipulate the story in some way. Like the example they give in the book is like if you guys are lacking an item, you can spend a Destiny point to be like it's here. So like if you guys needed to like loot a key card,
IJT.
if you guys needed to loot like a key card or something off of like a guard and you take out a guard and it's not there, you could be like, good thing he had it in his back pocket or something.
Yep.
So, it sort of functions in that way.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Just good to bring that up then.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Everyone say hi to JT. Oh, we might already be
JT. Wait, Justin Timberlake is watching us?
gone. Yeah. And that's
Oh my
exactly
God.
who it is.
Yes.
Hello there.
So are we all... Does anyone have other things that they want to purchase or
mean-
things they want to do? before
I
we
want
continue?
to train at the Jedi Temple because
Yep.
experience on Force abilities because.
Oh, we are going to go there all right.
Great, good.
Yeah.
Wait, do we all need to be here for this?
How are those butterflies?
Listen, okay, I heard that that's what it was called. I can't
Okay.
explain it.
Sorry.
But we all know introduction to algorithms.
Yes.
And by that I mean anybody listen to CS curriculum.
Yeah, no, I can't buy. I have all the cheap things that I have more than enough of all the cheap things I could ever want, and all the expensive things are too expensive.
How
Okay.
really expensive things.
I mean,
go
do you
ahead
have a
and,
comm link?
I'm broke because I
Oh
gave
my
you all the
God.
money.
Yes, I have a comm link because that's the cheap things that no one gives a shit about.
I care.
What about a restraining bolt? Maybe you should buy one.
There are
yourself.
like some fun, stupid things I could buy, but they're not good uses of money. Like I could buy kurtosis gauntlets to like fuck with lightsabers if we ever come across that. But like that's a very specific
Can
use
we,
of 1,000 credits that I don't need to do.
And we also blasted him with his ship, so that was fine. Like,
Can we roll chance
happened.
cubes in like Discord?
Can you do what?
Roll chance cubes?
you want to roll the chance cube? What
Oh,
else?
you want to gamble, Meg?
If you find a plugin for it, sure.
I didn't know if it just was included.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. All right, fun.
Oh, we're gambling now?
Apparently.
Look, there's a section, recreation/entertainment. Chance cubes are a thing. They cost 1
Wow.
credit.
Okay.
There's a Jeric table, and then you can get a sabacc deck.
Wow.
Ooh,
I had no
this is
idea any of
fun.
this was there.
This is like the flavor stuff.
Meg out there reading the book.
Meg.
Basically, Meg's doing her like walk through Target of like the random shit, whatever, and she's like, "Ooh, what's this? Oh, I could buy.
Yeah.
It's really
Fucking
true.
precisely.
I don't know. I think Meg's trying to turn a little bit of money into a lot of bit of money. Okay.
If only you guys knew how true that would be. Okay.
All right, I want to buy
if you
that
want to win
stuff.
big, you gotta bet big. That's all I'm saying.
Can I buy like 6 chance cubes and a sabacc deck?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Meg, do you have a problem? Des, do you have a problem over there?
Look, we have some downtime on the ship, and it's like, what are you all doing? And we're just fucking twiddling our thumbs.
You could try talking to people.
No.
That helps.
Oh, we're gonna
That says no.
we're gonna stop twiddling very soon. But I just wanted to give you guys a little time to.
Before we do
Deck.
that, let me use the bathroom. and I'll be right back.
6x chance cubes. That set me back 46 credits.
Wow.
Wow. Chance
Breaking
cubes
the
are cheap.
bank.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
Did everyone
dun,
spend their
dun,
experience already?
No.
dun, 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 dun.
Except I got
Doing
that
that right
extra force point.
I spent it like immediately.
Yeah, me too.
I know.
I've already spent my next set of experience. And I'm just waiting to be able to spend it.
Oh my god.
I put it there so I wouldn't forget what I was planning to do.
I'm gonna pick up a breath mask as well for 25.
Okay, good idea.
That's actually smart.
Wait,
Meatbag.
like what kind of?
And then
breathing,
maybe a spacesuit.
does the breath mask let you breathe like through gas?
Underwater.
Or just underwater? Because I can. Okay.
So that's
Probably
another
both.
125 gone.
Oh, Meg's on gear and equipment. I'll just look at that breath mask.
Meg, please stop.
What?
She gambling? Is that what's going on over there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm like a dad here. I'm like, we just gotta save up for things that matter. Also, there's like literally, like if you just wanted to be able to have any random doodad, I swear to God, there's like a talent for that.
Have all the things.
There's also destiny points, although you need a narrative reason to will it into existence.
So there's the aesthetic specialization, and they have go without. Once per session, the character counts as having the right tools for the job when making a skill check. Oh, I guess you need to be doing a skill check.
Yeah, you need some sort of narrative purpose for doing it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm stopping myself on stocking up on extra cybernetic limbs and enhancements and replacements.
Oh, I mean, I'd buy cybernetics, but they're so goddamn expensive.
They're very expensive, yeah.
I can make some for you. Guaranteed
Yeah,
to not have drawbacks.
Do I know that you can make them
Guaranteed
for
to
me? Because I don't think I do.
No, I think you've seen me fucking around in the shop, but I don't think you've really seen anything come out of it because I'm just making phone books.
Wait, why are you making? Oh, right. Also, this is like literally the first thing in like 2 months. Well, I guess it's only. How long has it been
Yeah.
in game time? This
Is
is the
it
first time I've
still-
seen you make anything, and I'm like, oh,
So
Is
in
it
game
still
time,
light out up in San Francisco?
yeah.
And then it looks really light out in Seattle. Turns out the Earth is round. It's very dark here right
How
now.
about that? Take that, flat earthers.
God.
If we've got time, I've got other things I wanted to start crafting on.
Yeah, craft
Yeah,
on
you do.
it.
So in terms of game time, you guys probably get about 3 days on Coruscant before the next set of events happen. So you guys
Okay.
get a little bit of downtime here to kind of lick your wounds and
And shop.
tend to things. A1, I assume, goes back to Meredith for a little while. So you definitely have time to craft at least one more thing, I would say.
Okay, then I will start part 1 of 3 of making a speeder bike.
Oh, I like it. Okay.
This is a multi-stage
The
thing.
ball's gonna
You're
ride a
wrong in
speeder
many
bike?
ways, because that's how it goes.
Wait, Charlie, are you gonna start playing Factorio inside of our Star Wars game?
No, I'm just trying to help give some like equipment that'll make everyone better. Like a speeder bike would be very useful a lot of times. It'd be better if it could carry multiple people, but it turns out that there's not really good like land vehicles that can do that.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
trying
really
to think
none.
of what environment we've been in where a speeder bike would have been handy.
Someone could have like zipped over to find Severus Snape or whatever her name was.
What is going
Anyway,
on?
this is what I'm doing. It takes 12 hours.
Can I
Back
like
on the
go
ship?
to
Yeah.
my friends in the underworld and just like be like, what's a hot goss?
Absolutely. In fact, you're gonna have one such call very soon.
Cool. Nothing interesting happens. I just do it.
Oh, what happened? Two successes.
Two success. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's just
Okay, so the first
that is
part of
the,
your speeder bike is underway.
that is the frame of a speeder bike. So it's just an empty husk.
Well done.
Holy shit.
Okay. All right. I think that's enough of that for now.
Okay.
So we're gonna hop over to A1 to kick
Okay.
things off here.
Meredith.
So A1, Meredith sends you out to pick up some things since she's got you home, and you came back with a pretty decent haul of credits. So she's been living the life for a little bit.
You're welcome.
She's pretty happy with all of your hard work. So you are on your way back, and I'm going to have you roll a perception check real quick as you approach the house.
Hey
This'll
Nick,
be
is
this-
the green triangles gone for you too?
green triangles.
No, they're still on my Google sheet.
All right, hold on, let me refresh it again. Maybe we'll come back. Sorry, what was the difficulty?
So it's going to be against a difficulty of 2, but I am going to spend a destiny point. So raise one of those to a challenge die.
Okay. I'm like, can I re-raise you a destiny point?
All die is
Can you?
canceled out. Wow.
Whoa.
I don't notice it, but nothing bad happens.
A rare result, I think.
I think
Yeah.
it still is a failure, though, technically.
Yeah, it's
Or I
it's
didn't
not gonna-
succeed.
It wasn't a success. Yeah.
It was not a success. All right, so you don't really notice anything too out of the ordinary. Let me go ahead and pull you over here. So you step into the place.
Oh my god, is this Meredith's place?
This is Meredith's house, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm really excited.
Oh. Whoa.
So you step in and look around, and there is no Meredith anywhere in here. While you're sort of observing your surroundings, one fella steps out of the kitchen. Another one steps out from back here. And then we also have... God, where are they?
Those
there
look
we
like
go.
some Thrawn clones. Also, Chester, good call on the.
Yeah,
Old
so they
Republic
are
soundtrack.
Chiss. They are Chiss men. It's a race that has it's blue skin and like very like red eyes, and I think that's what Thrawn was.
Yeah, he's a chiss.
Yeah.
But are they cis chiss? Oh.
Yeah, and that's what I thought you said the first time. I'm like, okay, weird character detail.
Yeah, sisters.
What are their pronouns?
So they step out, and they look at you, and they go, Vigo Lane would like to have a word with you. Are you going to come the easy way, droid, or is this going to get rough?
Where's Meredith?
She's with us, and you'll see her real soon if you come along.
Do I notice the two like not blue people?
Yeah. So you're very aware of all the people in the house at this point. They were waiting for you to get in, and these two were sort of positioned to block your easy way out.
Okay.
So they have two basically security droids that are assisting them in this this venture. That's what those are behind you.
Okay. What would A1 do here?
We all know it's auto fire.
Yeah, I'm like, I think he just starts shooting.
Okay.
Honestly.
So
Light 'em up.
if that's the aim, what I want you to do first is I'm gonna have you do a well, this is initiative. I mean, it should just be an initiative roll, right? Yeah. So go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
All right.
And we'll have them do the same. And we'll get this underway.
Oh, good. They came back. Vigilance is green.
Man, I should have embezzled some of that money. I feel like I spent all of it. And I don't know what to do.
Oh boy. Okay.
You say you need some money?
You know, my military paycheck didn't go too far.
Like, where's my actual sabacc deck?
Oh boy, just barely.
Oh yeah, you got me.
Okay.
Or one of them got me.
Yeah, actually, I should. I'll have the bots roll separately. That was the chiss. Yep, they're not going. Okay, these guys are there, and then the droids are here. Okay. So the two Black Sun chiss get to go first, and they are both going to immediately draw some blasters and open fire.
Oh.
Okay, what do we got here? All right, so it looks like two.
I believe in A1's ability. He's a protagonist character. This can't lose in Star Wars.
Okay, so the first one is going to hit you for 11 strain damage. You do soak that.
Oh my god, that's a lot of straight
Yeah.
Strain damage.
Yep. So these guys are. I mean, after you take the hit and you sort of feel it course through your system, you realize these guys are using stun blasters. Basically, they're trying to incapacitate you.
All right. Let's see. So that's. You said 11, right?
11. Still soaked.
11 less 6 is 5. Undamaged. Okay. Hit me again. But maybe don't actually hit me again.
And now, there we go. Hey, okay. Next guy takes a shot. It goes wide, hits the lamp, and now it's your turn.
What range am I for everyone?
Inside the house, I would say it's medium. Just everywhere's medium range, and either that or short if you get real close. I'd say you're probably short to this droid, the one right here.
Okay.
These two and the other three are medium.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is there a cat there?
All right.
Mine? Yeah, there's a cat
Oh
here.
no, I was talking to Evie actually. I've got a friend over here too.
Oh, Phoenix wants to be acknowledged.
Good.
He's taking a nap.
Hi, Phoenix. Oh, you can't hear me.
No, he can't.
Medium
Edward.
2 difficulty.
This boy can hear you.
Which one are you taking a shot at?
Come here, boys.
I
Miss
guess
you,
the one
Akbar.
that hit me.
Okay.
Actually.
So that would be this guy up here who was hanging out by the bathroom. So that would be
Right.
2. 2 difficulty.
And then +1 for auto fire, and then Do I want to strain my? I mean, I'm gonna be straining down soon. I'm gonna do an extra aim maneuver, I guess. I only get one shot at this.
Oh no. Okay, well.
Oh, are you kidding me? All right,
So
yeah, I
you
just
go ahead
whip
and
hard.
You just light up the wall around the bathroom, and that guy he ducks under all of your fire. And next up are the droids. Good news is they aren't quite as good of shots. That didn't stop that guy from hitting you though.
Roger,
Yeah.
Roger.
Roger.
So that's another 11 strain.
Yeah.
How you doing on that strain?
So it's another 5. I'm at -1, so I'm down.
You are down. Okay. So yeah, this first guy hits you. You light up the wall, and then this droid just poof, pops you, and you collapse on the ground. And while unconscious, as your circuits kind of go out, these two guys come over, and they haul you out. And you are taken by Black Sun.
Wow.
The shade.
And we're gonna.
I'm shook.
Now, we're gonna hop over to N7.
Oh, jeez.
You think Uncle Wolfowitz is gonna come bail you out now? What, you gonna spend your phone call? Call Uncle Wolfowitz up, see if he can get you out of jail.
Okay. So N7, while you're working on your speeder bike, you get a message comes in, and a hologram pops up of Vigo Lane.
Fucking pop-ups.
And so he's sent you just a message. So there's
Okay.
no response here, no give and take.
No expectation of social interaction, thank God.
Exactly. So you go ahead and let the message play while you're working on the bike. And Vigo says, you know, droid, I'll be honest. I've been thinking for a while about how best to resolve our dilemma. You've showed a willingness to cooperate by handing over the death sticks, but I simply can't let it slide that you're sitting on a 250,000 credit asset that you walked out with. But I came up with an amicable solution. He says, the Vigos of Black Sun are having a little contest, choosing our champions, and I've chosen mine from observing your crew. And the hologram plays a little recording of A1 blowing away bounty hunters on Thythera back in your second session. He says, this little droid in your crew has shown an aptitude for murder and violence that I think will be quite beneficial to me. So I've taken him. And if you want to see how he performs to pay off your debt, I've sent the coordinates to you. And sure enough, he's given you coordinates that are just in the middle of like nowhere. Like the space that it occupies is just like empty. And he says, I will expect to see you there. And we will find out if this droid pays off this debt for you. And that's the message.
Oof.
Cool. Can I try to contact A1 on comms?
You absolutely
Hell
may.
yeah, comms.
You absolutely may, and as soon as you do, there is no response.
Yeah. Okay, that was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Because I don't like these comlink things; they feel unnatural. I'm gonna go roll around and try to find someone from the party to talk to about
Okay.
A1 going missing.
Okay. And while you're doing that, we're gonna hop over to some other people. So meanwhile, we'll do Wolfowitz first. So Wolfowitz,
Uncle Wolfowitz here.
Uncle Wolfowitz. So you get to spend a few days of sort of rest and relaxation. They don't expect you around, but you get to. It's kind of your first day back on call. And as you're walking through the building, you get to stop by and see Severa training your spies. She's had a couple days to get situated. And so as you walk in, you see her teaching a crew of 5 spies her little finger snapping trick in a training room.
With the knife thing?
Yep. But all of the spies are using something else. So, like, one of them is using a spoon. One of them is using, like, their blaster.
Is this like the Matrix and the kids?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, you kind of watch them do a thing. If you want to walk in and say hi, you can. We'll leave it up to you. What's the call?
Absolutely. I'm always happy to chat with an old friend.
Okay.
Severa, sounds like looks like you're doing great work here. How are the students performing?
She goes, hold for a moment, and they all kind of like try to poof a thing into their hands, and one of them, like, the guy who's using the spoon snaps his fingers, and the spoon appears like 3 feet in the air and then just like drops. And she's like, progress is coming along. She says, I want to thank you for bringing me here. It's been unusual. There's been a lot to get used to. I'm not quite used to so much running water, and distinct lack of nature. I don't believe I have seen a tree since I've been here.
Well, we have these, completely understandable. The core systems have their ups and their downs. Certainly a good excuse to get out. But don't forget to visit one of the Republic's beautiful parks in the middle of the city. Just, close your eyes, breathe in the air, remember what it's like to be on one of the outer systems. I think it does wonders.
She nods and she's like, thank you, Wolfowitz. I will consider this.
And please let me know if you need anything. I'm sure that we can arrange, if need be, for some deferred time off, if you need, as long as that fits within sort of the training schedule.
She thinks about it. She's like, there are a few things I need. And she gets out her like data pad and sort of like the equivalent of like airdrops you a list of some of the things that she has been desiring.
That's wonderful. I just bought a holopad, so I got the upgraded version. I got the iPhone 11 Pro Max.
Holopad 11.
So the thing that she holodropped to is like a list of organs from various creatures.
Like humanoid organs, or like
no,
creature organs.
It's like Minoc wings, or like hearts from other creatures.
A fetch quest.
I was gonna say, so she actually eats her offal like a good pure meat.
She says, I've sent the list to other officers in the Republic, and they seem squeamish about the possibility of finding the organs.
Well, let me tell you, Severa, nothing surprises me with what I've seen. I'll see what I can do, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I will do my best to fill this list, or with something of an adequate substitute.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Wolfowitz. I'll continue training these useless cadets. And then she like poofs something into her hands. And they all just go, yes, ma'am. And
absolutely. Give a little salute. Head on my way.
Great. All right. So you have a meeting with Admiral Horn, as usual. He's got something new for you, but did not want to give you the details just yet.
I hope he's not having a brie and baguette sandwich, smoking a large cigar, or if he's gone full Civil War. He's got the whole outfit on. Making Twin Peaks jokes here.
Oh man, that's good. Okay. So when you approach the room, it's very clear they were kind of already discussing something. And they're like, Wolfowitz, come in. Have a seat.
Sir.
Because let me begin by saying, just incredible job, Edward Cestus. I mean, incredible. We thought we were going to lose that station for sure.
What can I say? We had the right people at the right time, and put in a lot of hard work. Got a little lucky with the right skills.
He says, wonderful. Well, I have good news for you, and that's that we have an easy one for you this time. So he pulls up like a star map of various planets, and they kind of all start lighting up. And he goes, these are all planets that are within our jurisdiction. that have reported abductions in their area. And it seems Black Sun is behind the majority of it. And we really, really need to know to what extent this operation is going to continue. If they continue to steal people from these planets, especially in mass at any particular time, they may start to reconsider their allegiance to the Republic. So,
A tragic loss, the kidnapping of these persons. Is there any particular area you'd like me to focus on? Anyone of particular value?
that is why you're here. The Black
Excellent.
Sun
Lay it on
is
me.
The Black Sun is interested in speaking with the Republic. It seems that perhaps they are looking to negotiate perhaps some looser policies on their trade routes, or open up some sort of pathways through Republic systems. Now, obviously, we're not amenable to that.
We do not negotiate.
We do not. However,
Terrorists.
we do not, Wolfowitz, that's true. However, right now, we have a very loose picture of what the Black Sun looks like. And so I'm going to go ahead and activate a thing over here. You have a note, but I withheld it from you until now. So I'm going
Look
to
at you
make
getting
that.
off on being withholding.
We have an important
my-
viewer question
God, yes.
from JT, aka Fujimax. Is this mouse guard?
This is not Mouse Guard.
Okay.
We will now lose the viewer that is JT.
Is that a Watership Down reference?
It is Watership Down adjacent.
Warhammer, the original. What is it? Skag. What are the rats in Warhammer?
Oh man, what were those called? I don't know. That sounds
Skaven.
right.
It's a
Skaven.
Skaven.
That's it. The
Oh,
Skaven.
Skaven, they're so good. In Blood Bowl.
Full of plagues.
Okay, I did give you the Black Sun
Nastiness.
dossier. Okay, so Wolfowitz, if you look at the Black Sun dossier, that is what you receive.
I see the dossier.
Yes. So so Admiral Horn says, what we need from you, is to attend this little meeting that Black Sun has set up. They requested some sort of Republic representation. We're going to send you. So all we need you to do is attend, get them talking, and find out what you can about Black Sun, where they operate, what they do. Don't agree to any of their demands, but don't necessarily shoot any of them down either. Just play the crowd and learn where they operate, and then maybe we can start cracking down on this.
I see, Admiral. I will do my best to squeeze them for information. I will not give an inch. Take them for
Excellent.
all that they've got.
Now, to the matter of transportation, it would probably be best if a Republic ship did not arrive at a particular criminal underground. It may cause panic. So you may want to make use of that other crew that saved Lord Cestus.
That sounds like a good idea. They seem to be suitable for the job, despite that clunker of a ship. Could I be provided with some alternative clothing?
Absolutely, absolutely. We don't want you showing up in Republic clothes here either. I mean, Black Sun is expecting you, but there's going to be a lot of other elements there that may not be so amenable to a Republic officer walking
Absolutely.
around.
I think I know how to represent the Republic in private, but I certainly don't want to look the part.
Wonderful. Excellent. With any luck, Wolfowitz, this should be a much simpler job for you. We don't expect any gunfire. Just go schmooze the crowd and report back.
Excellent. This was a crew that went out of their way. I feel like they went above and beyond in the last mission, taking on additional responsibility in Lord Cestus. I would love to maybe give them a little bit of a bonus, given that we may reuse them in future missions. Could I request an expansion on the budget?
Yeah, he says. Admiral Horn says yes. We've already set aside 2,000 credits already, just for the accepting of the mission, and then upon success, we will discuss their
If I'm not out of line, Admiral, I would like to request a minimum of 5,000.
Woo! Okay, and now you get to roll negotiation.
Yeah.
Against
That's
a
what I'm here for.
difficulty. We'll do it against a difficulty of 2.
Can you tell Wolfowitz is a manager IRL?
This is a negotiation roll?
This is a negotiation roll. It's going to be against a difficulty of 2.
Okay, hold on.
Are there any talents or anything that you're looking to use?
I'm reviewing.
Okay.
Nah, it turns out I'm just good at spaceflight.
Oh wow, look at that. Hey, success.
Here we go.
Yeah, okay. So Admiral Horn sort of looks at it and he goes, yes, you do have a point. And so he bumps up the initial funds to 4,000.
Thank you, Admiral. That's certainly very generous. I would like to ensure upon completion, though, that they receive a minimum of 5,000.
Wow. Okay. Let's do a second negotiation roll for this then. That'll be against a difficulty of 3.
Pumping full of credits. Let's go, Wolfowitz.
3 difficulty?
3 difficulty for this one, yeah. Oh my god! Okay. At 3 successes, yes, he completely says, yes, you know what? You are right. I will put in a note that upon the completion of this mission, they have a base of 5,000, and we can discuss additional funds after that.
Excellent, Admiral. I can guarantee you that this will build trust in the team for future endeavors at a reduced cost. I feel
Excellent.
like this will go a long way in ensuring the success of this mission.
Wonderful. We'll leave the organization of transportation to you, Wolfowitz. You've been proven to be quite capable so far.
Thank you, sir.
You are dismissed. And he salutes, and you're free to go. Quick cutaway to A1, who is...
By the way, I also
Yes.
expect to get my full nice set of clothing out of that because that was a request.
Yes, you do receive a nice set of clothing that does not look like you belong to the Republic at all.
Perfect. I want to look like. I mean, just to clarify,
Sure.
this is sort of high class clothing, something that I would show up to a casino in.
Oh.
Excellent. I like it.
The Black Sun should respect me because I have money, but they don't necessarily. They don't need to know who I am.
You're a high
to
roller.
see them.
Yeah, rolling
I need to be allowed through security, is what I'm saying.
Rolling with the gambler trench coat and everything.
It's like I'm on that weird. What was that in Last Jedi? Canto Bite.
Yeah.
Canto
Yeah,
Bite.
I'm rolling. I'm putting the money in that droid. I'm drunk as hell, but I'm looking good.
The droid is N7, just like, stop.
Stop putting money in me. Okay. So quick cutaway to A1 before we go to the Jedis. A1, still unconscious, is on a mysterious ship, having a restraining bolt attached to him, welded on. And that's what we know is happening to A1 currently. So next we'll go to Des. So Des, in your downtime, you have been talking to Severa. And through her, you feel like you have gained a stronger understanding of the Force, which is how you got your Force rating up without a appropriate trainer. But after one such meeting with her, you guys were discussing the nature of the Force and the differences in how you see it. You get a call from a familiar person, Krell Odo, the bounty hunter who tried to electrocute you on the bridge back on Thifera.
My favorite not person. Okay. What can I do for you, and why are you still alive?
Good question. Krell says, "Hey, Des, I know our last meeting did not go great.
No, you
okay,
tried to
but
kill me.
I wasn't gonna kill you. To be clear, that's why I used the shock gloves. I was just gonna knock you out.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
I just want to make that very clear. Did not want to kill you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to kill you. Anyway, I mean, hey, we can all agree you got the better of that one in the end, right? I mean, don't think I didn't notice the tracker. That was slick.
Yeah. What do you want?
Do you remember our friend, Brawla Shed? Mandalorian? Got all the gadgets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a problem. And I figured you knew her pretty well. You guys seem to get along. I thought maybe you'd be willing to help out. See, Brill and I were doing a job, and it looks like Black Sun took a little liking to her, and they took her. And I'd like to go help her get out. Money's a little tight for me right now, but I can give you 500 for just agreeing to go, and then maybe we can talk about 1,000, 2,000, maybe even up to 5,000 for getting her out. What do you say?
I'm more am curious, like I will help anyone I can, but why do you want this to happen?
I would like it to happen because it's kind of my fault that she got caught.
What did you do?
Look, the job went bad. The options were save her or get away. I chose get away. But I chose get away knowing I was going to go back and save her, you know? But the place they've got her, it's a little hairier than I expected. So I could use some help, some backup.
Let me talk to my crew. I don't know if we're gonna band together or not again. I don't want to see her in danger, and especially don't like whatever the fuck the thing is. What is it
Black
again?
Sun?
Black Sun.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's, you know, they are who they are. But yeah, I don't like that she's there either. Listen, I'm already here, and I'm just I'm blending in, all right? So I'm there. And it looks like they're setting up some kind of like fighting arena or something. I mean, they got like a betting board going on. Like, there's a chance to make some serious moolah here. So, you know, take your time. I'll do what I can.
What planet
Maybe
are
see
you
you-
on right now?
Well, that's the thing. It's not really a planet. So he sends you coordinates, and the coordinates that he sends you are just like in dead space in like the middle of nowhere. He's like, it seems like kind of like a floating spaceport or something they set up. It's I don't know. It's I mean, it looks like it was built very recently, whatever it is. But it's not a planet. It's just kind of floating here. But hey, you got the coordinates, so.
All right, I will review with my team. You stand by for when I call you back.
Okay. Appreciate this, Des, especially considering everything that happened. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it won't happen again. Next
All
time
right.
you don't walk away if you ever threaten me like that.
Hey, water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. And
Okay.
he turns it off. Okay. And finally, we can go to Nesprinto, who's been doing a fair amount of training. So most of your training, Ness, has been focused on sort of meditation, centering. You've had a harrowing few days. You know, you took a few hits, just kind of taking it easy. But your master, Brilfrida, has kind of gotten you up to speed on what's been going on ever since you've been away. So he lets you know that Rena has been accepted. The Jedi have agreed to train her.
Excellent news.
He says they'll be starting her at the base level for now, so it'll be some time before she takes a Padawan. But I guess they saw something during questioning that they quite liked. She appears to show a certain amount of restraint with the Force, which for one young and gifted with it is remarkable. It's very common for the young to simply reach out and try to solve many conflicts with it first, but she often goes for something else, so. Every now and then I'm worried that the Jedi Council's decision to accept Anakin at such a young age may have set a poor precedent, but in this case I feel all right.
Indeed, Master Frita, that's good news. I'm glad that Ren has been accepted to training, and you know, General Scott. Man, what do I call him? He's not a master.
Jedi Knight? No, not master.
Yeah, and I'm glad you know, Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker is, you know, I've heard things about him, and seems like he's a great help and asset for us in the Republic during this war. So looks like the decision to continue to train Jedi. I mean, past the age. Obviously, I was taken as a baby as well, but seems like it'll work out well, especially hearing about Rena.
He nods. He nods and he's like, yes, I imagine that when this war is concluded, we may need to revisit our policies on how we begin training and when and where. Seems like everyone has a different path to the Force, but there's two other things I wanted to make you aware of as well. And he brings up a hologram of oh my god, what was the first planet I put you guys on?
Ukyo, right?
Ukyo. He brings up a hologram of Ukyo. Thank you. And he says, progress on excavating the Sin Temple that you found unexpectedly has continued, but it hit a certain snag. And he hits a couple buttons and it brings up the room as you remember it, but now it's covered in all sorts of lighting equipment and there's tons of people in there, all sorts of research being done. And he says, it appears that overnight, the body that was inside the tomb went missing. And no one seems to know how or why. We were going to bring it back and have it entombed in the temple and investigated, but we don't know what happened to the remains that you found, so we still don't know who they are.
Is it possible there were more of those creatures, the Terrantinax?
So he taps a few things on his like thing, and it kind of scrolls through the cave that you guys remember, and there's this giant field. And in the field are a ton of them. There's Tenetrax everywhere. And he says, it's difficult to know if a Tenetrek was responsible. I would say no. Part of the reason that we sent mostly droids and not a lot of our Jedi out here is to save their lives. The Tenetrek are attracted to the Force, and so a Jedi or a Padawan or anyone would be, sort of like bait for them. But
well aware of that, Master.
But suffice to say, Ness, it appears you found an entire colony of them. They propagate on this planet quite a bit. It's hard for us to know if this is their planet of origin, or if they just happen to propagate here more than others because of how much the Sith just spread these creatures around to defend their tombs. The Jedis have been going back and forth on what to do about this. There are some who think that perhaps the creatures are too dangerous and should just be put down, and there are others who believe they have a right to life. What do you think?
I think, if they're just on their own planet and they're not doing anything wrong, they deserve the same peace and freedom that the Republic provides.
He nods and he's like, I'm of the same mind. And I'm sure that when this war is over and the Council has time to tend to such matters, then we can discuss it further. But for now, the disappearance of these remains is a bit concerning. But putting all that aside, something more immediate, a larger problem. We've gotten word of Black Sun kidnapping people to some extent. I've heard from the Republic that this has been going on. And rumor has it that one of the people that they've taken is a Jedi.
Do we have any idea on who could have been missing?
So he's like, that's the thing. He says, we know where all of our Jedi and our Padawan are and accounted for. So we don't know who this Jedi is that they have. So I'd like you to investigate.
Very well. I'll look into it, and I will consult with the same, people who helped me out on Ord Cestus, and they've proven to be reliable as we've come out of several encounters together, and I'd like to take that crew back to this planet as well.
Thank you, Ness. I appreciate it. He also says, though, about the planet part, seems like wherever Black Sun is congregating, it's not a planet. And so he sends you coordinates that if you were present for anyone else's thing, you would recognize them as the same coordinates that everyone else has received, as a floating spaceport. And he says, this appears to be where Black Sun is congregating, and it's also where I believe I've heard rumor that our Jedi friend, whoever it may be, is here. I don't know if it's a Force sensitive that has been just sort of on their own in the world, or if it's someone else. But if he's anywhere, he'll be there.
Is it possible it's the Jedi, master or knight or Padawan even who's been recorded as dead or deceased in the Clone Wars and is resurfaced?
He nods and he's like, that's possible, and that could be welcome news depending on who it is. But currently we don't know anything about it. All I've heard are rumors that Black Sun found a Jedi. So if it's someone, it's not. If it's true, it's not where I would like to leave them.
Yes, that's definitely troubling news, Master. I'll investigate it once.
Thank you, Ness. May the Force be with you.
And with you as well, Master.
Ness Brinto, as you are leaving the temple, give me a perception check against a formidable, which would be 4 difficulty die. Okay, that's the expected result. So Ness, you go on about your day, but I will, in a rare instance, I will tell you what it is that you missed.
Oof.
So as Nesprinto is leaving the temple, nothing bad happens to him. He goes on about his day. But if he had his eyes elsewhere, he would notice a figure dressed in Jedi robes walking out of the Jedi archives with Darth Malgus's lightsaber. And that's what you missed.
Cue dramatic music. Cut to commercials.
Q2 episode where Cad Bane infiltrates the Jedi Temple in Jedi robes.
And with that, all of your little sort of individual stories are concluded. So if you guys want to assemble, that is certainly a thing you can do, although it seems we have lost Wolfowitz temporarily.
Jim, I'm run to the bathroom real quick and take my meds.
Okay. Sounds like it's time for the 5-minute break.
Bio break.
Okay.
Oh, it's Kirby. There he is. Hey, Pop. Oh, no! Yeah.
Are we taking a break?
We took 5 briefly, partially because I noticed you were gone, and then also I needed to use the bathroom, so it all worked out.
I did too, and then I got talked up, and I apologize. for
That's
that.
okay. Don't worry about it.
I didn't need to disappear.
I needed a good excuse for a break anyway. So you and Meg needed to take some meds as well. So it all worked out. We just took 5.
Perfect. I was also relishing my twice victory. I 2.5x raise on that bonus.
Maybe you should change professions.
I think I'm in exactly the right profession.
Is it good seeing Doggles in the background?
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
They're
love 'em.
chilling.
My cats tend to steer clear whenever I'm doing this. I wonder if it's all the voices. I don't care for it.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I got a bunch of like oat ice cream, and then an oat mint chip pop.
But why?
Oat cream?
Yeah.
That is, you're living into LA right now.
Like, why? Please explain the advantage of oat cream ice cream.
Versus dairy.
We all scream for oat cream.
It's the barista's edition.
I do get the Oatly barista. I should just order
Yes.
from them directly because I want to switch to going to Trader Joe's versus a really expensive grocery store I've been going to specifically to get Oatly. So this helps me avoid going to the grocery store. It's going to Gelson's. Trevor.
Yeah, I know. I am aware of Gelson's. Actually, Evie's parents had one open right down the street from them.
Aww.
Oh my god!
Tell James to come say hi.
That was his appearance, was thrusting Phoenix at me, and then
James.
he walked away.
Appearance, honestly.
James.
I'm pretty okay with it.
James,
To my husband.
get over here. And James needs to enlighten us his like deepest feelings about your new Crocs that are camo.
No. Check out. Also, I'm not. You know what? I am not ashamed. I'm wearing Woodland Crocs. They are
Do you wear
very
them with
comfortable.
socks?
It's quarantine, and I'm living my Duck Dynasty fantasy right now.
Perfect for camouflage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The cat
Wait, I
can't see my
didn't-
feet.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
I didn't
awful.
see them. Did you hold them up?
Oh yeah, he held them up. Oh, I get
Gross.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Caught up.
Ah. Ah.
but he has
Wow.
not let me live that down for a single second.
I'm still stuck on why does it matter that it's oat shit instead of dairy? Why does that matter?
Tummy?
Oh,
Yeah, is
lactose
it-
Oh,
intolerance?
okay, just like
Yeah.
lactose stuff.
Yeah,
It's-
effectively.
And like legit, I've tried like the soy milk and coffee. I've tried
I don't
almond
like
milk and
any of the
coffee.
other oat milk alternatives.
It kind of sucks. Like, listen, I'm not lactose intolerant, so I don't really doesn't really impact me. But like, the oat milk is definitely the better of the
Just power through
non-
like I do. It hurts,
non
but
milks, alt milks.
Makes sense.
I do think oat milk as an alternative tastes the best out of the soy and almond. Having
Yeah.
had all 3 when I don't feel like
Yeah.
powering through my lactose intolerance.
Yeah.
By the
when I
way,
I, on the other hand, I recently got an espresso machine, like a little
Oh, those are-
countertop one,
They're
a
good.
little cute tiny one.
Yeah.
So my milk intake has skyrocketed.
right?
It's like,
Legit,
Actually-
my dad is obsessed with Nespresso.
Yeah, I have
and it's good. It's pretty good. Solid.
But I
Yeah.
bought the kind where you can grind your own coffee and then put it into
Yeah.
reusable pods.
Oh.
Oh,
I
that's
have like a
cool.
little steamer, like espresso machine. Where I got, like,
Yeah,
sample
did you
bit.
get? Yeah, I have their thing too. Well, so I actually was reading the ingredients of oat milk today and emailed my kidney doctor because there's a lot of phosphorus and phosphates in it, which dairy has as well. But was just like, is it okay if I have 2 cups of oat milk a day for them kidneys? So anyhow, I also have created a new channel for us before we get going called Bad
Oh.
Star Wars Art, and
Wait, what?
it's called Bad Star Wars Arts, and I was like
Oh,
on
good.
Etsy looking for something else while we were playing, and I've now found a lot of quality bad Star Wars art.
Oh boy,
Oh, I love this.
that's a lot. That's a lot to take in.
Oh, I want this on a phone case.
Jesus Christ.
I bought a phone case on Etsy.
Oh
recently,
no.
So like, I'm not Oh wow!
So this is where I can post all the Star Wars TikToks that I come across.
Yeah.
Oh my
that
god,
works.
fuck. The R2D2 audition TikTok fucking destroyed me. That was incredible.
Yeah. TikTok has realized that I enjoy like funny Star Wars things that don't require knowledge of Star Wars. It's really honed in on that niche.
Whew, okay. Man. All right, we're all back. We're all assembled, right?
All right.
Yeah,
So
We're all good here.
those
How are you?
My findings. Especially, what is the spoon? Come to the dark side. We have coffee, Star Wars, Darth Vader spoon.
It's cheesy, but I am really kind of obsessed with the old school artwork with Darth Vader's face on it. Like I would buy that and put it on my wall. I don't know.
What
Okay.
about that 3D printed Yoda flicking you off?
Oh hell yeah,
Okay.
All right,
definitely.
I might have to dust off my 3D printer.
But yeah, exactly. I want the I'm not gonna pay for it. I want the schematic.
So you want the files.
Yeah. Release
Alright.
the files.
Ness is gonna go back to the ship and call everyone to assemble. That's what's gonna happen now.
All right.
No, but seriously, Ness will go back to
Sorry.
the ship and be like, "Is N7 just chilling on the ship?"
No, I was
Where-
roaming around the city trying to find someone. I don't know where I ended up.
Oh,
Let's
I was
say
being a technophobe and I didn't want to
I
use my
think-
comm link.
I think the first person you would probably reasonably run into is Nesprinto, I would say. So on his departure from the Jedi Temple, that is when a droid that you recognize comes rolling up.
N7, what brings you out of your ship? What's going on?
They took him when he's in the Black Sun took him. There's something about a gladiator. I don't know where he is. We gotta go get him. He's not answering his phone.
His phone, his communicator. Let me try and use mine as well. And Ness will try and communicate, and obviously probably get nothing. This
That's- yeah.
This sounds bad, N7. Let's get the rest of the crew together and see what we can do. It looks like he's most likely being taken. What I got, someone kidnapped him. Do you know who? Any details or anything? Just Black Sun.
Vigo, so N7, Vigo Lane. I don't know whether or not you want to.
N7 knows.
Whether or not you want to tell him is up to you. But that's the name of the person.
Yeah, he got kidnapped by the guy I stole ship from.
Ah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
If I recall, did N7 tell us who it was? The Black Sun. We had that whole thing. I can't remember.
So back when that happened,
I remember talking about
N7
Vigos.
yeah, N7 mostly dealt with that alone while you guys were getting rented to the ship.
Okay.
And I think the only person who saw the people on the ship was Des. Were you the first one to arrive at the
Yeah.
ship?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, I think
Nope.
Des was the one who arrived to help out. So-
Des
so
or
she's-
Ness?
Des, you
Des.
were.
You.
Me and
Meg.
A1 were fighting
Okay.
the bounty hunters. I
The,
think.
the Jedi with the D. You were the one that showed up there first.
Oh.
So you were the only one, I think, who actually saw the two Black Sun people there, although it's not like Black Sun has a uniform that they wear that makes it very obvious that they're Black Sun.
Right. There's just there could be a lot of things.
So yeah, I don't know if any of you, I don't know if N7, well, N7 knows that they're Black Sun, but I don't know if the rest of you were there or present to see that was who it was.
Okay, then Ness will just say, sounds like we should assemble everyone, see what our next move is. I heard a Jedi has been captured by the Black Sun and has been taken somewhere. So I need to go on a mission to retrieve him as well, or him or her. And I would like to, get everyone together, and we definitely need A1's help for that. So let's go back to the ship and see where Des and Officer Wolfowitz are.
Okay, so while you guys are
Star Wars. Like.
we'll say you're all assembled. Let's start there.
Star Wars wipe.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's on board. Anyone want to discuss anything? We're all there.
Wait, I'm there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you can.
You change it to
call
the ship
everyone.
layout?
Let's do this. So Ness.
We page everyone.
Nesprinto's going to put out a call to both Des and Wolfowitz.
You're not gonna
Uh,
shoot up the bat beacon?
as requested. Shoot up the beacon.
I have one of those holo communicators now, so I can
Excellent.
appear in person.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
I forked over the bugs.
Does that like you appear in person because you have the hollow thing? Like we just have to have a comm link or something?
Listen, I don't know. I'm just gonna assume that it works both ways. Now that I spent the money.
Fucking Star Wars.
Can you pull
Now-
up the ship, Trevor?
Des is the only one that has a long range
Yes.
communicator anyway.
Let's go to the ship.
Just need to feel my environment.
That's
I
fair.
understand. I'll even
Um,
put everyone out.
Live the fantasy.
I want to pull out. I want to show like the message that I got, but I only want to show the part of the message where it's showing the coordinates that I was told
That's
A1
fair.
was at.
Okay.
So I've just got like I don't know a little galaxy map or something. However that works. Astrogation, am I
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, astrogation
Um,
is it. So yeah, astrogation is how you sort of like plan out your course.
Yeah.
But to just bring it up and show it to them, that you
Yeah,
can do.
one of those fun
Yeah.
little Star Wars holographic maps.
Yeah.
So who put out the call? I'm waiting to respond. We're on the ship, but what
sure.
am I like?
I'm gonna say Nesprinto. since
Yeah,
he-
so he was like, he put out the call. Des answers presumably, and Ness will go. Des, we could really use your help back here at the ship. It sounds like A1's been kidnapped, and
What?
a member of the Jedi Order has also been potentially spotted with some black sun on some space station, I think. And I'd like to go and try and investigate more. And it looks like N7 has coordinates on where A1 might be, but it'd be great if to get you back on the ship so we can discuss more.
Black Sun, you said, huh? Kidnapping?
Black Sun seems like they've kidnapped at least a potential Jedi, and not sure about A1. He's just been kidnapped, and Seven hasn't really told me too much more about that. But
normal kind of kidnapping.
I'm
Okay,
on my
so-
way. I definitely
I-
have things to discuss with you about this.
great, we'll see you back at the ship.
Let's assume I'm on my way to the ship because I already have received orders, and
That's
I am on my way to communicate them to the crew. And I run into
Yeah.
Ness and N7, I guess.
Great, yeah.
I like the idea that like Ness is like getting ready to call you, and then like a hologram of you, like you get your call, and he like hears the comm going off like right outside.
It's going off in the ship because it's the only thing that's advanced enough, like fancy enough to have a hologram. And I am like in full
Yeah.
holographic presence, arms tucked behind my back, like full Republic officer
But
mode.
we see you. We look out the bay door and we see you
just see
just like
you.
down the street.
Yes, I have one extra medal, one extra large medal.
Officer Wolfowitz, it's good to hear from you again. It sounds like one of our crew has been kidnapped. Jedi is potentially kidnapped by the Black Sun.
Black
and-
Sun.
Yes, the Black Sun.
Black
Wow.
Sun
Well,
kidnapped.
my timing will be very coincidental then. I have been ordered to by the Republic to ask you to embark on a mission against the Black Sun with me. So this seems like opportune timing. It is unfortunate. Please catch me up. What has happened?
Yes. The Jedi Council has informed me that potentially a Jedi has been rumored to be spotted at these coordinates, and Ness will send the space station coordinates over to Wolfowitz. And it sounds like our, the firepower, we're going to be a little bit lacking on firepower, so we should definitely focus on rescuing A1, as I think he would provide some great, addition to us embarking on any mission. And he's also been kidnapped. N7 has notified me he's been kidnapped. N7, do you happen to have the coordinates of where A1 was sent, or any details about that? And Ness will look at N7. Looks at coordinates. Oh,
Coordinates.
it
Yeah,
looks.
It's all matches.
They told me they took him to be a gladiator.
A
Interesting.
gladiator.
A gladiator.
Well,
Looks like there's some sort of arena that the Black Sun is running potentially at this coordinates. If they're, A1 is known for being really powerful, I would say, at his offensive capabilities. And if you're adding a Jedi there, that seems to be something that could potentially be going around if he's becoming a gladiator.
Can I have arrived to the ship as he's saying these last words, I guess?
Yeah, sure.
It adds to the cinematic experience. Des, go.
And then Ness has to say it all over again. No,
Yes.
he won't.
An
No, I'm
arena,
not going
I've actually just come across some of this information myself. Mandalorian, not a Mandalorian.
It appears as if our Jedi has indulged
Ex-Jedi.
perhaps too
Ex-Jedi.
much.
No, it's just normal megisms. Mandalorian I ran around with in the past named Barella is that a Shet?
Mhm.
Okay.
S-H-E-T.
Okay, just very close to a different word.
Yeah. Blame the Mandalorian name generator.
Understandable.
More or less, I've heard of this, and someone I know also potentially has been kidnapped by the Black Sun, and I was given very precise coordinates to the middle of space and told there's an arena there. Might have remembered that guy Krell Odo I knew we ran into on the planet before, had a little brawl with him. He's also offered us money to go retrieve her. I'm more concerned for her life, less concerned about the credits.
Officer Wolfowitz, what was the mission you had for us about the Black Sun? Does it have anything to do with these coordinates?
Yes, I think unfortunately, or fortunately, we are set upon the same course. My mission has been to confront and negotiate with the Black Sun. I was unaware of all of these recent occurrences. I came here to recruit you in order to be able to negotiate, transit me to the Black Sun location, which you have already discovered, and to negotiate with them. I still hope to be able to do that, and at the same time release our friends.
Is that? Did you just add a hollow thing?
I found a hologram plan.
That is so good.
Yeah.
I gotta put myself.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Hey, this is weirdly convenient, huh?
indeed.
And I'm gonna roll off and go out to the cockpit, start firing up the engines.
Yep. Indeed, in 7, seems the Force works in mysterious ways. Officer Wolfowitz, looks like we're all headed on the same course already, so I think we could be on our way. And congratulations on your medal and your service to the Republic.
Thank you. It's greatly appreciated. I can tell you that you'll be greatly rewarded if we are successful in this mission. I've convinced the Admiral of your dedication to the Republic and your persistence. I think it will be most pleased.
It's good to know. I'm just here to, do what I can for the Republic and continue to save more people. But I'm sure the A1 and 7 could find use of more credits. So.
Thank you, Mr. Nesprinto. I greatly look forward to both solving a great problem with the Republic as well as a great recent tragedy to our crew. Let us make haste, get to the location, do what we can, and we will discuss and celebrate later.
Does my long range comm reach A1?
I mean, you have his comm link, so yeah, you can try and call it, but I will tell you right now, when you try that, you get no response.
Okay, I just wanted someone else to try.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I have the long range
Is that a
one.
thing?
You can leave a message for A1.
I love how all of your responses, my friend's been captured. I'll call his cell phone. Surely he'll pick up.
Well, it's more like someone said he was captured. Maybe he's just missing. Maybe
Maybe
it's
I'll
all just a big
DM him on Twitter and
prank.
he'll tweet me back.
Hey,
mean,
you okay?
Worth a shot.
It's worth a shot. I would do that in real life. I'd be like, oh shit,
Yeah.
are they really
In
missing?
real-
Or
if someone was like, I kidnapped your mom, I would call her phone first. Well, probably call the police first. Then I would call her phone.
Yeah.
Friends. There's more information that I have to tell you that I've gathered from the Republic. This mission, I will certainly do my best to convince the Black Sun to release our friends and accomplish, their disappearance. But I can tell you that if that negotiation fails, it will be a very difficult mission. We are likely up against potentially 10 major, very difficult fighters, whose identity I only know a few. But I can tell you that the boss of the Black Sun in particular is a well-known thug, and
We know who he is.
well, if you read Shadow of the Republic, you absolutely do know who he is. If, like me, you read it 6 times when you were like 14 years old. But there are many more than I speak of than Prince Shizor. There are species and characters across the board, from Hutts, Rhodians, humans, Twi'leks, etc. They are all across the board, and I expect much more confrontation. This will be a gauntlet if we are not able to be successful in negotiation. So I hope that this crew may maintain its composure and will do nothing but try to convince the Black Sun to release our friends and accomplish our mission. If that is not the case, then we will certainly resort to force, though I hope it is not the case, because it will be quite difficult.
Well, Officer Wolfowitz, let's hope your negotiation skills, come in handy again. If not, it stands to reason that if a couple of our friends are missing, that other people's friends might be missing, and perhaps they are not so keen to be gladiators for the Black Sun, should it come to that.
Certainly that is the
I'm not
case.
afraid to stand up to the Black Sun. It feels actually useful for us.
Certainly that is the case, though a human such as myself can only do so much in terms of their charisma and skills in negotiation. I will certainly lean upon you Jedi for assistance in some of these instances. It is not so easy to negotiate with Hutts.
Yes, the Hutts are proven to be a problem here on Coruscant as well for the Jedi Council too.
We only usually negotiate with credits and violence.
Well, I can tell you, the only credits I've been given I have promised to you, though I will make sure not to spend them sparingly and only in the instances of which we are absolutely necessary.
I think it's worth, once we get to the planet, contacting Krell Odo, although I don't like going that route, but we might get a different read of the situation on the planet. Or
Chancellor
whatever it is.
Odo have
Chancellor Odo.
He's
particular.
the type of scum that will understand who we're doing.
That was a Star Trek joke.
Right. I've only seen it once, Cheston. Once the way through.
I know, Meg. You need to watch DS9 and I need to watch Clone Wars. This is where we're at.
No, I've watched DS9, but anyhow, I digress in being nerdy. Let me send word to Krell Odo we're on our way and see if we can get more specific coordinates that brings us in under the radar.
Any information that could be to our benefit would be greatly appreciated.
Alright, I'm gonna call Krell.
Okay. All right.
We have to go there first. We have to go to the space station before we can call, right? So.
I have a
Presumably
long-range comm. He called me. I can call him back.
Like HoloNet stuff.
I guess this is fair.
Yeah. Krell kind of.
Beep boop bop 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 bop.
Yeah.
Hey, Krell.
When Krell answers, you can kind of tell that he's kind of like, it looks like he's hanging out in sort of a hangar bay of some kind. You see some light ships in the background, and he goes, "Des, what's the word? Did your crew take the job? Huh?"
We are. It has come to our attention that Black Sun has taken a few people. So we will come and help for the sake of batting them back and recovering our people. How do we get in there and not cause a lot of attention to ourselves?
He says, well, that's going to be pretty difficult. And he kind of like shows, he sends you like a little bit of like what he's mapped so far. And he's like, so far it looks like Black Sun is kind of funneling everyone into this one area. And so there's like one giant sort of like hangar port that he's in. And he kind of shows you around, and there's like a bunch of ships there already. And he's like, look, it's getting pretty crowded. I mean, word's out. There's a ton of people here. I recognize some of them. You're going to recognize some of them, maybe. People we've worked with from time to time. A lot of bounty hunters here. A lot of people looking to make some money. Honestly, I would say your best bet is do what I do. I just walked in. You know, it's not like it's closed to the public or anything. It's like they want people to come in and bet and do some good stuff. But I tell you what, there are two places, and he sort of marks he marks on the maps that he has, or the areas that he's kind of shown you guys. There's like a little entrance hall here. And he marks on the map in that area where the question marks are. He's like, they have a lot of security over here at this little spot. I'm gonna guess there's stuff down there they don't want people to see. That might be one spot where they're keeping her. And then in terms of the actual like arena area, there's another area, they call it the Perch. I think it's where all the Black Sun people are, but if she's up there, that's gonna be a hard time to get to. So up to you how you want to approach this. I mean, you guys are the geniuses who beat me, so like, what do I got?
Let me chat with the crew and talk about how open it is. But let me send you an image of our crewmate, and please keep your eyes out for him.
All right, I can do that.
Is
Good,
Des from
good.
the northern states as well?
Good call, ending.
Please keep an eye out for him.
Did
Krell
I
is
say
that
it
he's
like
a Corellian, so he's from the same neck of the woods as Des.
Alright guys, so here's the deal, is everyone's just kind of rolling in. I have a little bit more specific coordinates, but it sounds like we roll in, and we just hold our own. We should probably mildly disguise ourselves, just in case, since it sounds like there's a lot of traffic there, and we don't want to tip off anyone right away, so Ness, you and I should definitely change. Officer Wolfowitz, I hear you've got some fine threads. And 7, can we paint like a stripe on you?
Is N7 like,
Yeah, you can go hog wild.
alright, great. We'll paint him. Give him a paint job.
Oh, we'll paint him up like a slot machine at Kenta Bite. It'll look great. He's with us as an entertainment droid.
There you go.
N7 makes 7,000 credits just rolling around.
Yeah. Clanking
Oh,
around there.
perfect.
For
Playing a little tune.
I assume N7 can counterfeit some fairly, somewhat realistic-looking coin.
Depends on how well he rolls.
I was gonna say,
He rolls real good.
let's see what happens.
I don't know if I can counterfeit currency.
I'm not saying it needs to pass a droid's inspection, but I'm saying human eyes.
Hut eyes.
Oh boy.
I assume worse.
Whatever Salacious Crumb is.
Oh yeah. Fucking delicious crumb. Cool. So are we on our way? Are we?
Alright.
All right.
No.
So as you guys take off and make your way to this Black Sun improvised
Who would
spaceport,
like to play a little sabak on our way
and you
there?
can definitely do that. But first, we're gonna bounce over to A1 real quick.
I'm playing sabak in the corner.
Great. So while you guys play sabak on your way, A1, you come to in a space that you do not recognize. Let's go over here.
Oh, look at that fat hut. Oh.
Quick question. In terms of coming to, what does that mean in terms of like strain damage?
So you are currently at what's your total strain?
So technically I went to -1, although I don't know if you can actually go negative.
You don't. You just go to 0.
Yeah, you just go to 0.
So you're at half of whatever your total strain is. So if it's not an even number, round down for me.
Round it down, so 5.
Okay. Okay, so you come to, and your things all sort of like, all your systems are coming back online, and you are standing in this room in front of this Twi'lek. I'll expand him a little bit so you can see. There's Vigo Lane. And he's looking at you, and he's kind of touching his chin a little bit as he's examining you. And when you look down, you see that you have a restraining bolt sort of strapped onto you. And he says,
Finally happened.
I wish that you had been a little easier to take. But I suppose it's a good sign that you wanted to fight, since that's what I want you to do for me. And he pulls up a little like hologram viewfinder, and you see Meredith in some kind of room. You don't recognize the room. It appears to be sort of like a formless thing, and she sort of is sitting there with 2 soldiers next to her. And he says, I would
I'm just
like...
imagining the picture of like this small old woman next to 2 giant ass soldiers, still in their prime.
Yep. Just keeping a close eye on her. He says, here's what I need from you, droid. And if you do this, we will see this old woman caretaker safely out of here with you. And you stand to make a fair amount of credits. In a few moments, you're going to be taken to a holding cell. When the time is right, you will fight for me, droid. And for each time you win money, and I will win money. And I will see to it that you are paid fairly for your services today. And at the conclusion of this, regardless of whether you win or lose, I promise to let her free. All I ask is that you fight.
Fine.
Excellent. I'm glad that these are amenable. Take him away. And a bunch of soldiers drag you down. And just so you kind of get a feel of the land, the first place you pass is... oh, right. Only I see it if I do that.
Paul, you missed an opportunity to say Roger, Roger.
First of all, I'm not that kind of droid. Second of all, I
Throwing it
realized
out
like
there.
I should have explained like the gears were turning and the circuits were firing and like all this thinking was going on, and then like I'm stupid, so I'm like, I do like shooting things and I want Meredith to be okay. Yeah, sure.
So they take you by here. I don't know why N7's there. Let's get rid of that.
Get that droid out of here.
So they drag you by here, and right now this place is it's full of people, but there's not really anyone down in this this giant empty space below. That's empty right now, but everyone is kind of sitting around and talking. There is a giant board on the sort of like on every single wall that kind of has like one side is a view of what's going on down below, and then on the other side is like a list of odds. And there's a bunch of people on the board that all have nicknames. And you see your name on the board as well, but right now it just says A1. It doesn't appear to have any additional things. So they take you out of here and down into the holding cells. And they are... why is N7 everywhere? What's going on? Okay, let's get rid of him.
Inescapable.
So weird. Okay. So they throw you into this holding cell over here. And you're kind of sitting there for a while. There's some other people that you pass by. You see a Wookiee.
What's on me, by the way?
A restraining bolt.
No, but like, do I still have my stuff, or do
Oh,
they
yeah.
take stuff
So
away?
as soon as you are thrown into this holding cell, they give you your gun back. Any grenades that you have, you do not have on you anymore.
When you say my gun, do you mean one of my gun or both of my gun?
They
'Cause I
give you, as soon as you are back in your holding cell, they throw both of your guns at you.
Okay, so I have everything except for my grenades.
The grenades they kept away, yeah. Unclear where those are right now, but the guns they returned to you. And so you are you're kind of sitting there for a little bit, sort of waiting to find out what's going to happen. And a voice says, "Hey, droid, let me take a look at you." And you see, here we go. Oh, that didn't work.
Very, very tiny dot on the screen.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and blow that up. It is a Mandalorian. Who you do not know who it is, but you recognize the armor. Most people would. So she comes over and she says, "If you stand still, I'll take care of that restraining bolt for you."
Okay. Sorry, I got distracted for a second.
It's
That's
all
okay.
coming together.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So she is she's gonna go ahead and do this. Where's this? Here we go. Pop. Okay. So she's going to remove that restraining bolt and also heal 2 of your strain.
All right.
She says, "Droid, listen, I'll make a deal with you, okay? We don't have to kill each other here. So if we get pitted against each other, I promise not to completely destroy you if you promise not to murder me. Is that amenable? Shoot me somewhere that won't kill me. How does that sound?"
I'll try.
Wow, I'm surprised you didn't insist on credits.
She's like, "Well, that's all I can ask for." And she goes back to kind of sitting in her corner, checking out all of her equipment. And that is where we leave you for now, unless there's anything you would like to do before we switch away.
Is it just us two in the cell?
Yeah, so in this corner, it's just you two, but you can hear kind of other people around, and you do have line of sight, I would say, on this cell over here.
Where are you pointing? Over
That
here.
one. Yep,
Okay.
you have line of sight there. This area over here is just like completely blocked off. It appears to lead to the giant arena that you walked by earlier.
Yeah.
You're underneath that right now.
What did the Mandalorian have other than taking the restraining bolt off me?
So the Mandalorian has, you know what? Let's do a perception check to determine how much you notice about what she's got.
You want me to difficulty that or no?
Yeah, let's do a difficulty of 2.
I hit the wrong buttons.
That's
But
a shame.
I got a triumph anyway, so I'll keep it.
Well, it would have been easier anyway because I would have been.
Well, I meant to do yellow green DD, and instead I replaced the green with the difficulty.
All right, so I'm going to say you notice everything she has on her then,
Okay.
especially with a triumph. So as she is sort of like using this like wrist welder to sort of like knock off your restraining bolt, you see that she definitely has like a wrist flamethrower attached, still there. You definitely spot 2 light blasters, and there is also a vibro knife that's kind of like hanging out by her ankle. So you are aware of every single weapon that she has on her.
Okay, cool. Do I do anything else? Probably not. I think I just wait.
Okay. All right. Oops. There we go. All right. We'll bounce back to our crew then.
I'll think about if I do anything else while you do the crew. Let's just do
Sure.
that.
Okay. So you guys come out of hyperspace in just this like dead area of space. And on the horizon, you see a floating spaceport that's kind of like diamond shaped. There appears to be only one entrance, and there are a bunch of ships, relatively small ones, that are all kind of like flowing into this entrance area. Up to you on how you want to approach. If you're going right down the center, if you're examining it from the sides, what's the plan?
I might concealing cloak on BT Dubs.
Okay.
Just throwing it out there. There's a little a change, and we painted N7.
I think I'm just gonna like get in line, so to speak. Just like do what everyone else is doing. I don't want to
Okay.
draw attention to us.
All right. So you guys coast on in. And eventually you are brought into this little spaceport. Where is my wayfinder? Here you are. Let's go ahead and put you guys in here. So you go ahead and sort of pull in. All the vessels are kind of like just sort of floating here. This area has multiple layers. I don't have every single one rendered, but just imagine like platform upon platform and all of these ships sort of like lined up, both above and below you. And as you guys step out, like this area is fairly heavily populated. But there are definitely some people that are very obviously staff. Most of them are Chiss. Similar in appearance to the people that shot A1. And as you guys, who's stepping out? Who's staying? What's the marching order here?
Well, I'm definitely gonna step out.
I'm stepping out.
Go on.
They should be expecting me.
I think we're all stepping out.
All
But I
right.
kind of want to. I mean, is it gonna like?
Can I'll take the lead.
I want to
Okay.
go meet up with Krell Odo right away.
Okay. Let me
I'll
go
split
ahead
mine.
and.
Chancellor Odo.
He's
Sorry, I
looking
just
at-
want to constantly refer to him like that.
Chancellor Odo. So as you guys step out, there is this sort of Chiss fella who is dressed in mostly black. He's got some sort of like tannish undergarments as well. Undergarment? Why did I say under? Ignore that. Anyway, tannish undershirt. There we go. That's what I was looking for. He steps forward and he's like, "Please place all of your weapons inside of the storage container." And then he laughs and he goes, "Just kidding. Come on in." And you guys are free to sort of explore. So the first area you guys are come into is here, which is sort of like this giant entrance hall. You'll recognize it as the place that Krell showed you guys earlier. So over here, it's ping, boop, is sort of like a refreshment area. And there's a whole crowd just like lined up over here doing all sorts of stuff.
A line of what?
Just there are tons of different species and races here. This place is like Babylon 5. A reference that
Disgusting.
Our number one
extremely
fan
dated.
will be very happy to hear that.
I didn't like Babylon 5. So
but yeah, there's like Rhodians, there are Twi'leks, there are just like every single Star Wars race that you have ever seen
It's just a big Star Wars
is-
spaceport.
is here.
So I'm paging Krell. Krell, where are you? I want to meet up and understand what's happened since we last spoke.
He says, "I'm in the arena. Hold on. Are you guys at the entrance hall?"
Yes.
All right, hold on. I'll hop on over. Okay. Did I label Krell? Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, we'll fix that. We'll fix that for next week. But anyway, so Krell meets you guys here, and he's like, "Hey, you guys made it. Great. Excellent news. I did see your friend."
Great. Where did you see him?
Well, first he got dragged into the hall. I saw him go all the way to the top to that place they call the perch, and then I saw them take him down here. And he points to here, and you guys see like 2 security guards and just that are sort of standing by this door, patiently waiting. No one seems to be approaching over here. Everyone seems to know to stay away, so there's kind of a nice little bubble of no people around them. But he's like, "I saw your friend go down that way."
I look to Wolfowitz and Ness.
Did I overhear the conversation?
Oh yeah,
Um,
are they with me or no?
Anyone who stepped out would have heard that, I think.
Okay.
Okay. I think it is valuable to go pursue your friend. I am going to negotiate directly with the Black Sun.
I'm gonna hang back and not be associated with you in case that goes poorly.
You should probably step pretty far back then.
Crow, let's go find a corner.
Yeah, good plan. Okay,
By the way,
Um,
I'm wearing my all gold outfit.
love it.
Amazing.
Robes, pants, hat, to the nines. No Republic outfit. It's silk.
All
It feels
gold.
great. It looks great.
Oh my god.
And Seven, where
I'm
are
getting
you at?
big like Jeff Goldblum vibes.
Absolutely, yeah. Jeff Goldblum and Thor
Specifically-
Ragnarok.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say it's
exactly,
Thor
exactly.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
I am looking exactly like that. I am feeling the fantasy.
I'm just gonna keep on rolling on through.
Okay.
I feel like I'm short enough that like, if Des is talking, there's enough people in here. I probably didn't hear her. I'm just gonna go check out the arena.
Okay.
I'm assuming
alright.
that's like a spectator area up there or whatever.
Oh yeah, there's this is a huge
Yeah.
spectator zone. Okay. So over here, and then Wolfowitz, how exactly you gonna find somebody to take you to the
Take me to the dance.
yeah? What's the plan for you?
So, can we go back to the other room?
Yes, give me 1 second. I'm gonna change this sound control. There we go.
So I have at least Ness with me, right? Is there anybody else with me?
I'll go with you.
Okay.
I need at least one person with me to be my guard because if
Yep.
I don't show up with security, I'm a nobody.
Don't worry. Yeah, Ness will be like, I'll
I
I'll
need to
go with
look the part.
Officer Wolfowitz here, and I'll go with Wolfowitz. What's the
Okay.
officer here?
All right. I will belly up to the guard
Okay.
and say, I'm here to meet with Prince Shizor. I'm here on. He should be expecting me.
The guy kind of looks you up and down and goes, "You don't look like a Republic officer."
I will show him my Republic seal of commendation.
He looks at it and he's like, "Now you look like a Republic officer." And he says, he looks at the two droids and kind of like makes a hand motion, and they sort of like become a little bit more alert. And he goes, "I'll take you there."
Excellent.
And he says, "And who's your friend?"
I wouldn't travel without security. Ness is a good advisor, good friend of mine, a friend of the Republic. He absolutely has to stay with me.
He's like, "Okay, I mean, I understand. That's why we all have our droids too." And he kind of motions to the security droids behind him. And he says, "I'll take you there." And so he leads you guys over here. Grab.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So, and Seven, you're kind of hanging out in here, checking things out, yeah?
Yeah, I'm curious about like what appears to be the battle arena specifically, so I feel like I'm
Okay.
scoping that out.
And then I need.
Listen, okay, we are on Jabba's sail barge right now. We are watching Leia and Jabba interact. We are not fucking with it immediately, but we're gonna fix it. Okay.
Yeah, it feels very Jabba's palace meets the Geonosian arena cross. Somehow, like if you had the sail barge, it was like big enough to have that arena in the middle. That's basically what I'm envisioning right now.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, but we, this is a Sarlacc.
all right, let me go ahead and do
Hey, we have
this.
no idea. It might be there.
It's like in Fallen Order. Doesn't Cal Kestis, he fights on like a
Yeah,
space
he gets
station thing?
he
like
gets
arena.
kidnapped and forced to fight a
Yeah.
series of battles.
Yep.
Yeah, that game was hard, so I didn't get that far.
The battles were fun though. You fight this
Yeah.
bounty
They
hunter.
were fun. They were hard.
It was hard. Yes.
Okay, that should be everybody. Okay, so while you guys are in the area, you also receive there's like a sort of like a local network thing that pops up on everyone's HoloNet that is like the rules for the arena. So that is now accessible to everyone. I think I may have accidentally made it accessible to Wolfwit, so he had a little advanced knowledge, but that's okay.
Didn't really seem to be that useful to me ahead of time.
No, it
Yes,
wasn't.
I did read it. I did read it.
Yeah, it definitely was not that useful. But so as you guys are all kind of like moving to your stations, drums start banging. Everyone starts cheering and going crazy because it's time for the next match to begin.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to bounce over to A1. And we're going to have Brawla give him one more little repair check here.
All right, I'm reading the rules. Am I supposed to know the rules also? Probably.
No, not exactly.
seem especially relevant.
If they
Oh,
wanted
sorry, I don't know the rules. I'm not looking at them.
it's okay. I mean, it's something that you would have access to. It's just that they're not going to help you much. But anyway, what's your strain currently at?
7.
7. Okay.
7 of
she's,
11.
She's going to
Oh,
heal
thank
you
heaven.
for. She'll heal you for another 2. Before this next match.
What a nice lady, who I might murder.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
And she's like, looks like you're up next. Good luck out there.
Thanks.
And we're gonna go ahead and roll a D100 now to find out who your combatant's gonna be.
Before that happens, like the camera just like zooms in on my eye, and then like I'm just thinking about whiffing at that stupid guy.
You're a
and then
droid
being
with a
gunned
red eye
down.
and like a cylinder head. What does
And
that
I'm just
even
like
look
full
like?
of shame on the inside, and outside I'm just sitting there like a droid. But inside it's just shame,
This is
Oh,
clearly
man.
geared towards a
shame, and I just
particular audience.
feel the need to redeem myself. All right.
Okay, we're gonna get that was that went much worse than I expected it to. That opening encounter. Okay, so you do not want 93 to 100. Let me just make that very clear. That's what you don't want.
Okay.
So let's
Did
find
you-
out.
Did you roll that?
Not yet. We're gonna find out. I'm just saying that those are numbers you do not want to see. That's better. Okay. All right.
What's this private Discord you're rolling in?
It's not private. It's in.
Roll 20.
If
Oh,
you
I
look
see
at
it.
roll d20, I just rolled it.
81, whatever that
81.
means.
Oh, I never look and roll these.
That's fair. I mean, most of the time the dice don't.
We never
do us
use
any
it.
good here.
What would have happened if you rolled 66?
Hold on. 66.
Oh, you just
dare
made
you.
a Star Wars joke.
Wow.
Impressed. Well done. Okay, who's in that range? So
That's it,
81
Paul.
is
Impressive.
okay.
You're
Wow.
not a Star
I'm
Wars
trying to
fan
play to the crowd here.
I'm impressed.
In my mind, I'm like, wasn't there like something in episode 2 where they're like in an arena or something?
That sure did happen.
Yep. That's what we were talking
Okay.
about. Yep.
I have a vague memory of these things.
All right, so 2 soldiers sort of just like shove you into the arena, and one of them goes to like remove your restraining bolt and then sees that it's already gone, and they look at each other like, "Did we forget to restrain him?" And the other one's like, "No, I don't know what happened there." And then one of them goes, "Hey, here's this back," and they hold up your grenade belt and
Oh.
hand it to you.
Okay, so I should just assume that I have all my stuff.
That's nice of them to give your shit back.
They didn't want you to have it while you were inside the while you were inside your holding cell.
All right.
And so then they step out and they say, "Good luck." And then an announcer says, "Now emerging, the Pirate Queen, Lan Kuei." And from the other side, where are they? Oh, that's I'm looking at only droids. That's why I can't find a human.
You've done enough droid murder for this campaign. Time to kill some meatbags.
Okay,
There will
so
always
you
be more
see
droid murder.
you see someone emerge from the other side, who is dressed in like lots of red and purple, and in her hand is a flickering like axe that is sort of like zapping, and you recognize it as a vibro axe. And a voice says, "Let the battle begin," and you may now roll initiative. see what she's all about. Okay. All right.
Just sent me this solar wireless.
So the good news for you is that Long Quai here does not have any ranged weapons.
Yeah, I was getting that feeling. I was like, I don't think I want to go first on this one.
All right. And sort. Great. Okay. So she is going to spend one turn just kind of closing the distance. I'm going to say she needs to spend strain.
Am I supposed to be able to see her, by the way?
Oh, can you not see her?
We're probably on the wrong page.
We might be on the wrong page.
Oh shit, you guys are on the wrong page. I've been doing all of this for no one's benefit but my own. There you go. All right.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
What are the
so
gray blocks?
the gray blocks are just like 4 big old support pillars.
Okay.
So you could potentially use those for cover if you wanted to. So she is going to.
Has the betting already ended for this?
Has the what?
Has the betting already ended?
The betting ends once the drums start going. So the betting has unfortunately already ended for this match.
And Seven's like, damn it.
But you can bet on the next one.
Right. I wanted to bet on my boy. He's got pluck armor, probably.
One hopes.
So she's going to eat a little bit of strain to take one more maneuver to try and get a little closer. And geez.
Yeah.
I don't know what I think
She brought an axe to a gunfight.
Yeah, she could try and throw a spear, but I think it's still a little too far for her to attempt it. So I'm going to say that she just spends this turn sort of like charging at you. And so now it's your turn.
Okay. What's the range?
Right now you are at long.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot at her. I'm gonna do my thing, right? Gun out, take an aim. Let's see what we do. What's the damage? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boost die, and then long range, so it's 3.
Long range, so it's 3.
Okay. Let me make sure I do the right 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah.
Woo! Okay. So
I'm
damage
gonna
on
use
your
my advantage to crit.
gun. Oh shit. Okay. Here we go. Oh wow. Jesus Christ. Okay.
And then yeah, so 2 plus 10, 12 damage.
Okay, her strength is 12. Okay, so she now takes 1 strain every single time they perform an action. You said 12.
Honestly, that doesn't sound that bad.
Considering she is like needing to burn strain to close the distance, it's a little bit of a problem.
I guess it's true.
Okay, so you said it was 11 damage?
12.
12
10,
damage.
10 plus 2 or success, 12. yeah.
Okay. Woo, okay. Yeah, I mean you light her up. Like your shots just go right up her chest and like hit her armor, and things are sizzling. And she's still coming at you. So she is going to close the distance a little bit more, eat some strain to get a little bit closer, which we need to mark down now. And then she's going to take an additional strain when she tries to throw this vibro axe at you.
Who's playing that Star Wars music in the background?
Me?
Ah,
I was
Playing
digging
for
it.
the stream.
Keep it up.
Yeah, it was.
I'm
it was sort
listening
of
to the-
fitting. Yeah.
You're playing
I'm listening to the
Lovecraft
Across the Stars for an hour.
in the arena.
Oh no, I've been like streaming this with the stream, and I turned it up a little bit because it was pretty quiet.
Okay.
But I've been
So-
playing the Old Republic this whole time. We're an hour and 43 minutes into it.
Great.
Oh wait, the Old Republic soundtrack?
Yeah.
I've already gone through that.
Nice.
So great, by the way.
Okay, so she comes charging at you, and she like leaps in the air and like throws like one of her vibro axes at you, and it just kind of like lands on the ground next to you, like over here. He's kind of watching happen. She still has another one like at her side, but you now get another turn here. So have at it.
Okay. What's her distance now?
She is now medium, so next turn she's going to be on you.
How's A1 doing?
How close is he to pushing auto fire?
A1 has not been touched yet. So far, he's aside from the damage he had before this, he's not been hurt.
Can I ask? So the Chiss is next to me, and Ness is to my right.
Yeah.
Do I see Prince Shizor?
You
See
do
in the
not.
arena?
So in front of you, this, if you look all the way up to the top, this is where he's taking you. So from your perspective, what you see there is this giant tower that like goes way above everything else. And up at the top, you see like tinted glass, and it's tons of feet in the air. And so you just kind of deduce that that's probably where the Vigos and potentially Prince Zizor are as well. If they're probably watching from way up there. It's like a skybox almost, a super skybox.
Ooh.
Am I,
Can I,
in this arena right now with Krell?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, where did you and Krell want to go to? Because you said you were gonna find a corner.
Just like-
you want to find?
We just want to be like inconspicuous with the crowd, able to like
Okay.
talk close to each other.
So you're hanging out. You guys are hanging out in the pit, yeah?
Yeah.
Or like not in the pit, but the arena, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can place you here. So yeah, like as just for sort of staging it, like Ness and Wolfowitz, this is all happening as this Chiss is like guiding you to the perch. So like as you guys are walking by, you look down and see like A1 battling this pirate queen.
But he seems to be doing a pretty good job holding his own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not really.
So I
having
crit
trouble.
again.
Oh my god.
I haven't gone to look because I've been trying to. set
Yeah, I know.
everything.
Okay.
I was letting you
So-
do all that.
I just continue to follow the Chiss.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like kind of glance down and just keep walking because A1 is just destroying.
Okay,
As he does.
we'll put you and Krell sort of like over here, kind of keeping an eye on things. Okay, you said you crit again. Oh god, yeah, you did. And you're also going to deal, is it 12 damage that you're going to do here?
13.
Oh my god. Oh, actually,
You can attack again. Look at that.
oh god damn it.
You know, yeah, there's supposed to be the plus 10 in there.
I mean, that's not much better. Regardless of which one I take, the result is basically the same. So let's just go with the first one. Go ahead and take another attack here.
Oh god, now I just feel mean. Alright.
Do not hesitate.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
easy,
I
yeah.
feel mean, but A1 crits again.
It's again.
Just 3 crits in a row. Okay. The Pirate Queen Lonquay goes down. Like she's charging at you. She leaps into the air with like her axe like up, and you're just like bam, 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 and then she just like lands like face down in front of you, and just like slides across the ground.
GG, easy.
And the audience,
Yeah.
it goes like a mix of like huge happy screams and just like completely pissed off like grunts and just aggression, and some voice is like, the victor is A1, the murder droid.
I want to find the person that I need to interact with to place bets in advance of the next match starting.
Okay. All right, sure. Okay. And with that, the Chiss that sort of like took your belt before sort of come out, and they're like, "Good job, droid. Time to go back in the cell." And then some other people come out and just kind of like drag Lonquay away.
Okay.
I'll give a good clap as I'm on my walk to the elevator.
I play
How's
golf
sporting?
clap, and you're like, oh yeah.
Oh,
Nice shot.
So
I
and-
was certainly watching. Everything was under control.
She spent
Oh
every
shit,
single
should I use those advantage to recover strain?
probably.
Okay.
So I just
rolled too
love
well
that she
on my
spent
dice.
every single action charging at you and just got gunned down.
Actually, you know what? I will stop as the Chiss is leading me, and I will applaud and hoot very loudly at the droid.
Very good.
Oh yeah, sorry. You know, I got the advantage and like she's obviously dead, but like I'm so relieved. I'm like, oh god, I feel much better now.
But
Hit my
crits in a
shots.
row.
I'm just trying to give you some extra time here.
yeah.
Buy you a minute.
And are you noticing, like, do you see any of us now that you're like coming up for air?
Oh yeah, A1. Go ahead and let's make that a perception roll against a difficulty of just, we'll say 1, just
Really?
for fun.
All right.
Can we all look weird? Well, I look weird.
I look great.
Wow! Holy shit. That's surprising. Yeah, I mean, so like as you're, it's difficult for you to see because you're kind of like way lower. But you do notice, since everyone is kind of like in the far back, like you can see them sort of like walking to their destinations. Because like, it's very easy to spot these three because you see them kind of going against the crowd. So you recognize the face of Wolfowitz and Nesprinto heading this way. And then you also spot Des, and you might recognize. Would you recognize Carlotto? I don't know if you would.
I don't think I ever met him.
I don't think you ever met him, so I don't think you would recognize
No.
him, but you see her hanging out with somebody over here. And then you also see N7, who is over here.
I think I
getting
just
ready to
recognized
place-
that.
Yeah, I think I'm just constantly rolling around trying to see between people.
Yeah, so you...
I've seen that.
Literally
Rolly
the
boy.
shortest character out of all of us.
Yeah, and you spot him because there is someone bending down to see what the droid wants to do, because he's trying to place a bet over here. And so you see a board with like a bunch of different names, and like the odds on A1 just suddenly like shift. They used to be like 10-1, and now they're like 4-1.
Do I recognize N7?
Angry droid noises.
I think yeah, I would say so.
Oh, I'll stop, pause to point out my betting droid. Excellent. Hopefully he bet on that droid that won. He seems like a very hardy droid. I think he will go far.
Yeah, so the guy kind of like, he looks down at the sort of like rolling droid, and he's like, "What's that? Want to place a bet?"
Why else would I be here?
I'm just not used to taking bets from astromech droids. What do you want? Who are you betting on, and how much?
I mean, who are my combatants coming up? Is this like a per match thing where I'm betting on like between two people?
Yes. Right now, actually, here, we'll do this now to find out who the next combatant is. Oh, wow. Okay.
Is this like a gauntlet? Like A1's gonna stay
A1 keeps
fighting
going.
people after people? Oh, okay.
Yep. A1
Okay,
keeps going.
I do want to see who he's fighting.
A1
just
keeps
in
going.
case.
So you look on the board and you're waiting to see what the name of the next opponent is. And it all kind of like fills in. And the name that appears is the Forsaken Jedi.
Oh shit.
And the Forsaken Jedi currently has odds of like 3-1, and A1 has 4-1.
Give me 300 on the murder droid.
300 on the murder droid, and he takes a thing and gives you like a little data pad with your bet and like your name information, and he's like, "Come back up here after the end of the match."
Did you do a box?
Did I do a what?
And like, did the rest of us see who's coming out next?
First and second.
Yeah, I mean, so the screens that sort of demonstrate like the matchups and everything are on every single wall. So like you guys all turn around and see that his like next match is going to be against like the Forsaken Jedi, whoever that may be.
All right, so I'm going to tell Carl I need to step away for a second,
Okay.
and I'm
He's
going
like,
to use my comm link and comm Ness.
Okay.
So I will. I know I'm like super close next to Wolfowitz, and let me like
Yeah.
step. I
Just drift back a little bit
yeah,
while you take the call.
yeah, like continue following him as I get the.
Also,
call.
wait, a lot of this is happening. Are we any closer to the penthouse? Because
Yeah, I'm moving you guys now.
okay, but this seems like we made a step during an entire match, and that doesn't really feel like we're making a whole lot of progress
Yeah,
here.
we'll say this call kind of happens once you guys are like right here. To be fair, that match went very fast.
That was like 10
like-
seconds.
Like you guys, like honestly, you guys like stop and look down and just watch this woman like charge at a droid that's just like unloading shot after shot, and then she like fell over.
It really
So,
felt
like-
like in Indiana Jones, you know, when the dude's got the
Oh,
sword
yeah.
and then he just shoots him, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much that match right there.
Okay, so yeah, gonna lead you there. But go ahead and do your call now while we're outside the perch here.
Ness, do you see who's up next?
Yes, it looks like it's the missing Jedi that I was sent here to find. Unfortunately, he's up against A1. Is there anything you can do to potentially try and change the outcome of this match? Not very confident on I don't know who this Forsaken Jedi is, but having taken some of A1's shots myself, this could be I'm not sure if he's gonna make it out. He or she's gonna make it out. It might be, if you're able to get down there and investigate further, it might be good. I can't leave Wolfowitz alone. I don't trust him alone up there. By himself.
You don't fucking trust me alone?
Right, that's not what I meant. I meant I don't trust the Black Sun with him. Right?
He
Like,
wants to.
I don't
He wants
him
to have your back.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to leave Wolfowitz alone with a bunch of.
I regret the
Vigos.
pizza party.
I don't want to leave Wolfowitz alone with a lot of Vigos.
No personal pan pizzas.
I don't think
You
it's,
realize few of us can't even eat pizza, right?
What about the ice cream cup
I
hat?
appreciate the thought.
I don't
that's
think the
not
money
gonna-
can buy you the pizza, okay?
I don't think it's safe for him without at least one of us there with him. So I need to go with him. But if you can. See
I
what you
mean,
can
at
do.
best from far away, I can help to disguise A1 to the Jedi, but I don't know how to make A1 not just go for the Jedi either.
Oh right, because I forgot Force powers don't work on droids.
Only money.
Just like,
And
Rocket, you
stereotypical
sack.
racism.
One with it.
What was I gonna say though? All right. So not to be metagamey, do I still have my comlink, and why haven't they called me?
You do not. Well, let me think about this. Your comm link is not built into you, right? Like your comm link is a separate device.
It was in
so-
my backpack with my
No.
other stuff. Because I also have like repair stuff. I have emergency repair patches, glow rods, and extra reloads.
Okay, they definitely
Glow
left
rods.
you. They left you with most of that, but any communication device you do not have. That they took
so
from you.
I no longer have a comlink. Rip.
Yeah.
Sorry, Des.
So A1 will
This is
not
always
be.
gonna be one.
Yeah, you guys are gonna need a different line of communication on A1.
Is there any way? You
I
can
never
get-
liked communicating anyway.
Is there any way you could get a message to A1 somehow? I don't know if there's a way to get down to the cages somehow. Are you maybe able to disguise yourself and get down there or do anything?
I can try. I might be able to almost, like,
sweetheart.
hack my way in. I have some tools.
It might help to have
Slice
you down there
my
in case.
way in.
It might help to have you down there in case things go south with the negotiations or anything. I think Wolfowitz can definitely negotiate here, and if things don't work out, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need the warriors down there to help us out. I think in case things go south. So
I'll take Krell. We'll start trying to get underground. I'm also still on the lookout for my friend Barilla Mandalorian, and let me see if we can locate her and get down to, I guess it's like the jail cell. I don't know, like this
the holding area. Yeah. Mhm.
But you might meet. There's a lot of cats on the screen right now.
Cats
Trevor,
everywhere.
I think your cat made it onto stream.
Yep, she made it. She finally
Ooh.
made her first appearance.
But at most, for now, I don't want to shroud. I don't want to conceal A1, because I don't want the Jedi to be completely
Dang it, Kat.
defenseless against A1.
Let's just see what we can do before their match starts.
All right. How long are between matches?
You guys have a little bit of time here. There's like people going out and kind of like scrubbing things. They want to have there be time for people to like get refreshments and
They send
place
out the
bets.
Zamboni.
Get some
Get out the
churros.
Zamboni.
Churros,
what-
popcorn, hot
Whatever
dogs.
those weird things they were hanging upside down in episode 1.
Oh,
between-
like by their tongue or whatever, by the
yeah,
pottery thing.
they look like duck, but not
like
like
space
that.
duck.
Yeah,
All
space
right.
duck.
So I'll tap Crowell held down. Is N7 with you guys?
I think I think Wolford spotted N7. He's it looks like he's betting on this match.
And 7's undercover. I'm not gonna blow it.
He's helping us blend in. And it looks like we've just about arrived at the elevator up to the penthouse. So I'm gonna have to cut this communication.
And 7's the man on the ground.
All right. Stay close
Or-
to your comms. Out. I'm gonna call
The-
N7 now.
The robot on the ground. I don't
Des
know.
is the communication master.
Yes.
All
Oh
right,
gosh.
Colin N7, who just placed his bet.
N7, what are you up to? Me and Krell are gonna head down to the holding cells, whereas Ness and Wolfowitz are up at the penthouse.
I think it's better if I keep an eye on A1. Just keep an eye on everything that's going on up here. Make sure he's doing okay. I'll just stay up here. It's fine. I'll stay here.
Okay. Just, if you hear information, you see anything from above ground about getting towards the cells, could you at least, maybe send that information over?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, don't spend your money all at once. Out. Alright, so you guys are up in the penthouse. We cut to that.
Yeah, so we're gonna come here, and I think this is gonna be a good place to stop. But I'm gonna describe sort of the area you arrive in, and then we'll call it for now. But you guys ride this elevator that takes a somewhat long time, and when you arrive up here, you end up in this very sort of festive, exclusive room. So there's like a giant food buffet over here to your right, and there are a few people kind of mingling over there. There's this sort of rat-esque person over here.
Master Splinter, you
yes.
times are hard.
And Wolfowitz, you recognize some of them from your dossier. So Durga the Hutt, very hard to miss. You definitely see him. The Rhodian, Klezo, you spot him and Lane over here, and they're sort of looking out the window. And then the people that have the little blue dots next to them are people who are appearing via hologram. So there is a hologram here of someone that you do not recognize. But then this person over here is Pret, the Mon Calamari, appearing via hologram. And
According
then,
to my dossier, yes.
Yes, according to dossier. So you recognize those people, but there are definitely some...
Wait, Mon Calamari, you say?
Yes. It's not just the thing. And as you step in, most of them kind of don't pay you too much mind. But the one that definitely wants to speak to you is Pret. And so his hologram sort of looks at you as you come in, and he goes, the Republic officer. And we will pause right there as you guys step into the inner circle of Black Sun.
Whew, that was good. It's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
That was a good
Cliffhanger.
round.
Meg,
Hi, Akbar.
Oh, look at that Moncal.
Arya came into the background too.
Oh yeah, I can see her over there. I wish I could enlarge these little photos.
We're just fucking.
You can make them a little
tooted.
bigger.
That's not nice.
in
I
a
can make it
second.
bigger for you. Here. We can,
What's
since we're
not
pausing
nice?
for now, here.
You just
let's,
tooted.
Oh.
Wait, what is the rat creature?
It's Master Splinter.
So you would probably
Okay,
know.
yes.
You would probably know what the race is.
Yeah, what
so,
is this race?
so you know that he is
I'm
a
gonna end the
Nalroni.
stream.
I'll type it out. Hey, now,
One
Roni.
second. Give me 1 second.
This is how I feel